I know, you see, somehow the world will change for me and be so wonderful. Live life, breathe there. I know somehow we're gonna get there and feel so wonderful. It's all for real.
And I can confirm that we are live.
Let's go.
Episode 4, ladies and gentlemen, of the Random Phux podcast. We're back again for another week. And today's episode is called Welcome to Life, Phux. So, yeah, a lot of people in this Discord right now have finally graduated high school, aka Zazu here, and I think Revival. When are you graduating?
He already did.
You already did. Okay.
Congratulations.
So you already graduated. And Xbox, you're not at graduation state yet, or?
No.
Yes.
Next year.
Next year, me and Chuck are graduating.
Okay, so next year these two will graduate. So hopefully we'll still be around for that. But yeah, graduation. It's the next part, or like the finale of a chapter and the beginning of a new one.
Mm-hmm.
So, Zazu, since yours was the most recent one from yesterday, tell us about it. What was going on?
Interesting story.
Interesting. I think he doesn't realize he's muted.
Yes. Wait, and Perka, you graduate from college next year, right?
Yes.
Ooh.
I hope. That's what the hope of passing the classes.
I mean, you're a smart ninja, so I have faith in you.
Okay. Well, Zazu's not here for some reason.
Yes, I am.
There he is!
Oh, okay. There's the dude. All right. We were just asking.
Sorry, I literally had to get a drink. I was literally dying of thirst, and I thought it'd be quicker, but.
Get some water by using the 2X4X cup. Link in the description. Joking.
Excuse you. We don't promote this shit.
Just a joke, bro.
Imagine if I buy one. How'd you feel, dude?
I would have fucking shot you, and you wouldn't have witnessed college.
Dude, that's not a bad thing right now. No,
honestly, yes, dying would be nice. But yeah,
I'd be at peace for once, dude. I don't think that's so bad.
That is true.
Yeah.
But the way
unless
you
I get
die,
sent to, unless it's like
that
a religious aspiration aspect, that I'll be sent to hell and fucking whatever. But that's different. Maybe I'm not going to hell. Who knows?
Alright, so
but yeah, Zazu, your graduation was yesterday. That's why we didn't do the podcast yesterday. And also, Xbox was on a date with Mia Khalifa, so yeah, he bailed on
Congrats.
Never mind.
Yeah, congrats on that, by the way. I can't wait to see the video you guys made together. I know. I heard
it's gonna hit 1.2 million views or above. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep.
You guys gonna collaborate on some merchandise?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. It's gonna say 2F for Xbox and Mia Khalifa, get yours in the 2F for Xbox store in the description, you know what I mean, bro?
Hopefully you don't have any babies running around.
Oh, no.
Oh, I will.
I would probably get my head decapitated by my mom, if that was the case.
But yeah, Zazu, tell us about your graduation. I want to hear all about it.
Alright, so I had to get I wanted to get like a last minute like trim of my hair, it wasn't like a last minute thing. It was actually pretty early in the day.
Yeah.
Like in the afternoon. It was like fine. It was like perfect window. So I went there, and as you know, well, I don't know who's listening knows or anything like that, but basically I shaved into the chops, the mutton chops, which is basically like sideburns that like. Anyways.
Okay.
So I did that, and I did do it, and I shaved it, but it wasn't like perfect, like lining or anything.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to do that, and also I had to use a razor. So like even then it was hard, but I did good for like whatever for like the razor and stuff. So I go in, I get my hair trimmed up and stuff, and she was like, "Would you like your sideburns?"
What's good, Chris? Hope you're doing it
cleaned
today.
up and stuff.
Sam, bro,
like,
congrats on the high school grad. Yeah.
And
congrats to Zazu and Revive.
I don't know. I just feel like, you know the saying, like, you look good, you feel good.
Yep.
And once she trimmed it up and it was all done, dude, I felt good.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I felt I looked good. And what's funny too is like it's kind of like a joke with my friends from school and stuff about it. And so I go to change my Bitmoji thing to have the mutton chops, and it looks so stupid on the Bitmoji. I'm like, I'm just glad I feel like I look pretty good with them. But I don't know how long I'm gonna keep them.
All right.
I might just keep up until my beard grows back in, and maybe I don't know, we'll see. But so I literally had mutton chops to the graduation. So anyways, I get there. It was all fun. We're all hyped up. And we had to get in like our line thing when we walked out to like our seat. Like it's a whole thing. But yeah. And when I was standing in line talking to my friends and stuff, I don't know like what it is, but like I saw there was a lot of people in the crowd and like sitting like on the stands and that kind of thing, like the football. It's like a big thing. My friends were like, they were like very nervous and stuff, and like they said they weren't nervous before, and like now getting here seeing the people, they were nervous, but to me, I wasn't. And now I feel like it's part of that reason is because it's like I did YouTube, so it's like in my head it's like I did this, like it's like a performance in my head kind of in a sense. So it's like I don't know, I didn't really feel nervous. I was enjoying it. I was like relaxed and stuff, and like when I was walking down the field, I looked over at my friend, I'm like, "Don't fall, bruh," and he like started dying of laughter. I'm like, it wasn't even that funny, but okay. So that's one thing too, is like when people are so nervous, I feel like they laugh a lot more. So yeah, but so it was nice, and I was kind of like, I feel like it might be also a confidence thing too, but I was like, I'm like glad. I'm proud of myself. Like I didn't feel nervous at all in front of everyone. But then that could be due to also like there was also other people I'm like comfortable with around too. So that could be it, you know. Like if it was just me walking out and maybe like talking and stuff, I probably would have. But then again, you know, I guess that's a bit different from what I was doing. But so after all the graduation stuff was done and after everyone finished walking and stuff, you throw your caps up in the air, and there's two things I want to say. One, after we threw our caps up, some of us bought silly string, so once we threw the caps up, we would have started spraying silly string everywhere. So we did that. Cool. And that was funny as hell. So many people had to like took 10 minutes to pull all the silly string out of their hair. It was funny. Then when I threw my cap up in the air, it was like a confusing thing, but I forgot to take my thing off because we have to move it from like the right side to the left or whatever. And so I was about to take it off because I thought we were about to throw it. Then they're like, move your thing to the left side. And I'm like, shit. So I moved to the left side and people had to sing a song or something. So then like right after the song was done, they're like, all right, now throw your caps. I'm like, fuck. So I threw it up and my thing like flung off and it was like, it spun down and it hit someone in the hand.
Oh my God.
It was so funny, dude. Then the silly string was everywhere and we're all laughing, having a good time. Then like basically me and a bunch of my friends in the friend group were like, we finally fucking did it, let's go, you know, all hyped up and stuff.
Dang.
It was such a surreal moment, you know. It was just like everyone was happy, you know what I mean? Like you kind of just forgot about everything in that moment. You just were like, you're just living, you know. And then like during that time, like when we were walking to get our diploma in like the one area, because we didn't get it in the actual thing because there was like more stuff they had to give us, so they put it in like this package.
Bro, I understand.
So we had to like go and get it. And like me and like just a bunch of people that like in the friend group, we were all just talking about all the stuff we did. And it was like a very good moment, and it's very motivating hearing all just, you know, the teacher, the teacher saying like, this is your guys' night, like this is your night, you know, this is for you, this is about you, absorb it, live it up, because this is a once in a lifetime thing. And I definitely did enjoy it. And the teacher that changed schools this year, I was supposed to have him too. I had him like almost every year. He was my history teacher my freshman year, and I was pretty close with him. You know, we joked around with each other, and it was fun. And he showed up too. It was nice seeing him there. I don't know, man. It was one of those things like you just don't know like how it's gonna go, like what it's like until you're in that moment. When you're in that moment, it's awesome. It is fucking awesome. And it's like people I didn't even know, that were like grandparents or whatever of other classmates and stuff, even congratulating me and stuff, or you know, and it's just like it feels nice, you know. It's like the respect.
High school does that to mail me my diploma. Hey, you know, that's nice of them.
Your ass and getting through high school. And in that moment, it might not feel worth it. It's like, oh, a piece of paper, whatever. But it's like, no, it's more than a piece of paper. It's about the memories you make too, you know. True. And that's another thing. Actually, yesterday after this all happened, I remember Sal and I can't remember who else was in there, but we were just talking about it. It's like, you know, the real big thing isn't always about what you take away from the education itself. It's also about what you take away from the memories you make with the people you're with. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to miss high school, not for like I like to learn in certain aspects of like this, like some science stuff or whatever. But I'm mainly gonna miss just the area where everyone was. You know, like walking in the hallways of just friends just messing with each other. Then you know, seeing that one freshman you mess with, but he has some thick skin, which I don't think I've seen him. Which I wouldn't blame him because why the fuck would you want to go somewhere where people made fun of you? Anyways, it was awesome, and yeah, I had a nice burger. There was a campfire, but you know, not everyone could have stayed for too long due to because there's actually prom today. Or well, earlier, whatever, and so people weren't able to actually do parties after the graduation. But there's parties, I don't know when. I just know there's parties being planned and stuff. But as I was saying too, also with Xbox, I know. Like not everyone here. Like I don't think anyone probably, but me and JT, we're not really like. Me and JT go to parties and stuff, mainly just to like have fun and whatever, but the partying isn't for everyone. But what I'd like to say, you know, to like Xbox and Chuck is, you know, at least try to do something where you go to something like a party or whatever, because like that's where the real bond. You know, it feels. Yeah, you don't gotta drink or do anything.
That's
you know, you just go there and just enjoy just people being dumb, messing around, you know, like wait until that one person that's very clumsy gets very drunk and they're just falling in fucking trash cans and everything. It's funny. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be interesting. And my English teacher had something special for me in my package. This will be the last thing I will say. I don't want to drag this on too long, but she told me before the graduation, she was like, there's something special in your package I'll put in there for you. I wanted you to know so it's not too much of a surprise or whatever. I'm like, okay, but I didn't really know what it was, to be honest. Then I open it up and I'm looking through it and I see it's like after I get home, so it's like 11 I think or something, midnight, I don't know. And I open it up, and it's basically her she wrote me a very nice letter, and it really motivated me. Like, it really showed me, it was like, just kind of like, because this year, I really just kind of put my heart into certain things I'd write. You know, depending on what we were doing. And just watching her be amazed by how I would write certain things. Like, this one thing, I wrote it in the aspect of it was like a different perspective, and I also included it to what we were mainly writing, and she was like very like blown away by that. But I thought like I didn't think that'd be anything crazy, but you know, then just what, you know, she said I was like insightful, talented, and a great writer. And I feel like that's something I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my life now. And it's just like, it's crazy how small things like that really impact you.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I saw it sooner before I left, because I would have thanked her. You know, I would have really thanked her, and you know, then we got the good old diploma, so no more fucking high school bullshit, dude. The one thing that I hate is the fucking how people act sometimes, dude. It is fun, don't get me wrong, but there's sometimes we just want to smash people in their fucking stupid square heads, dude.
Oh my gosh. Brutality.
But yeah. So, summary, graduation was amazing. It will be something I'll forever remember. And the summer, I'm going to prepare. But I'm also wanting to just enjoy the summer and have like a nice little fucking vacation break, or whatever you would call it. So, yeah. And, yeah, it was very... I'm glad I've got that experience, because I'm very fortunate. I'm super grateful that I had that experience, because Gaetano, he wasn't fortunate enough. I feel so bad, man, because like I think the ceremony, the graduation ceremony itself feels like it's just it feels like not like just a payoff. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just like and I just feel so bad, because I feel, you know, that Gaetano won't get the experience that like amazing feeling you have, and it's just, I really feel bad, because I feel like every, you know, senior high schooler deserves that feeling, and that sense of payoff, and that sense of like everyone in the community or everyone around you is proud of the work you put in. I mean, and they even are either way. Even when you're not doing it, they are. But the difference is you don't see it. And at the graduation, you see it. And that's what it's nice about it. You know? And I just wish you were able to see that. First Sight Revived. Or Gaetano, whatever. Because it really makes a difference. And, you know, I'm fully motivated. But I'd like to rest, because I fucking... This year... you know, it was a real grind.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just happy that I could finally breathe and take a break. Although I will miss the teachers and the place where all my friends were.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, now it's just more responsibility to get everyone together now. You know, it's more up to... You have to be depending on yourselves and everyone else, you know, that want to do it. So that's, yeah, but I got a shitload of money too, so that's good. Yeah, that's also another thing. And it's all in cash as well.
How much money?
I'm not saying, because you'll rob me. No, let's move on.
I would rob it, yeah.
Damn.
Let's just say enough to buy some strippers, and yeah.
Yo, bro, buy
I mean,
me
more
one,
than
man.
enough.
I need one. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing.
Then your mom will come downstairs with sandals and nails, dude.
That is true. It would cost me my life.
With sandals and nails. You just pin him down to the board, to the wall, and his green screen, and he just fucking gets a nail gun and starts shooting Xbox.
Oh my gosh. No, that's painful.
Well, Sal, sorry. Sal just gets shot. Sal gets shot right in the fucking throat.
What are they doing
nail
for
gun.
you, Gaetano? Like, are they doing anything like, or is it kind of just like you get your diploma and that's it?
Well, so there was a ceremony like on the first, but I didn't go to it because I didn't like. Well, there's a couple reasons why I didn't go to it. One, I didn't go to it because it wasn't a normal ceremony. It was basically like a weird mishmash of like a bunch of different schools. So it was like a bunch of weird shit, and like basically how it worked was each different school had its own time slot for when the place was, because it was happening at a fairgrounds.
Decision, indeed.
And they were doing it that way. But for what my school was, the school that I'm connected to, our time was at like 9 in the goddamn morning, and we would have to get there at like 8 a.m. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like the problem is, dude, So what it's hard to explain what kind of thing I was doing, but I basically was doing like this thing where it wasn't with like my school, if that makes it's not gonna make sense, but it basically was like something independent on its own. It wasn't really with the school, and basically I'd be going there to like see a bunch of people I've never even seen in my life, basically in the past 4 years, at 8 in the morning when I'm fucking barely can fucking open my eyelids, and it's like I don't know, I didn't really want to I didn't really want to do that. It's just like as much as I probably will regret it, it's also not really a normal graduation to what has been happening because they basically canceled the original idea that they usually do, and I wanted to do that. I didn't want to do this new idea they had where it wasn't really set on like the normal thing where I actually see every kid that I've been with, because it's kind of like being in like a small school and then put into like getting jumbled into this big school's graduation finally after 4 years of people you don't know, teachers you don't know. It just didn't feel right to me to do that, so I just didn't want to do that, to be honest.
All right.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
So if it was a normal ceremony, you would have went.
Wait, no, I think it's just because it was at 8 in the morning and he had to get up. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, bro, extra sleep. Who can't pass that out?
Oh man, talking about graduation and stuff. So like yesterday, I just cleaned my room, and I find like yearbooks and like old what are they called, autographs, whatever that you do at the end of the year or when you're leaving the school. And like these are funny just to read back to see what people thought about you.
Bro, I'm pissed at my young self, dude. I found an old one from like 6th grade, I think, and like one of my friends will say is like the hottest girl in the school. Let me put a fucking number in my yearbook, dude, and I didn't.
Nah, I didn't read the yearbook. I just put it away.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yes, I literally just saw right now that there was a phone number. There was a phone number in here, and I didn't even realize it until now.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, 5th grade me got friend zoned.
Down.
It literally. Where is it? I literally have the page. I will literally send it. Hold on. I have it. 5th grade.
So, you want to know what my senior quote was? Let me fucking.
Yeah, what was your senior quote? I'm interested, actually.
1 second. Let me grab it.
It's just one word: balls.
Where is it?
Very wise.
I had it right. I had it right.
This quote is very sentimental to me right now in my life specifically. I see a kid that dropped out, but somehow okay.
What?
All right, here we go. That's what it is. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things.
I like that.
That's
plain and simple.
This is what I have to say after that quote. Mic drop.
Nobody likes the friend zone. That is a fact.
Don't tie to people or things. You know why that's true, dude? Is because people will disappoint you, they'll leave. And if you tie to materialistic things, that doesn't fill the void in your heart. Simple.
Damn.
Revive, what is your senior quote?
When you get that sense of accomplishment, that's when you'll be happy.
I found it.
Well, what would your senior quote be, Revived? If you,
I would, if I did do one, which I didn't, but I'd probably have to give me a minute to think about it.
I feel like it would be NF lyrics.
It could have been it could have been an NF lyric, dude.
No.
I feel like my quote was probably one of the best on the.
All right, let's see if we can get a picture of this
in class. To be honest.
Yeah.
There we go.
Perka, do you remember your high school senior quote?
Well, that's the sad part. I was never able to give a senior quote like I said, I graduated early, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So they didn't see me as a senior through like the programs and stuff until like they were finished with the yearbook and stuff. So like that's why I didn't appear in the yearbook, sadly. So like that yearbook is literally useless to me.
Dang.
But honestly, I didn't really care about that yearbook. Because it wasn't even my class. So yeah. But yeah. But you know, at least I have these old ones. At least they're I feel like, you know, what's it called? Elementary school and middle school, I think they were
Probably
good times for me because I actually fully experienced them. Even though I missed that 1 year in high school, like it feels like I missed out too much, you know? Trying to get
I'm looking through these, man, and it's just funny.
Chuck, do you have a senior quote in thought?
So yeah, there you go. I sent the picture. 5th grade me getting in the friend zone.
Poor Perka. Look at that.
Oh, dude, these are. I'm looking at the middle school one. I can't believe how stupid this one was.
No, dude.
This
I
one,
love you.
this was so stupid because I think I told you guys that like that I was friends with this girl and then everyone thought we liked each other. You know. I don't think I told you guys. I think I told Zazu only. Zazu, you remember?
I remember this story.
What?
So remember when I tell you that like in middle school that people thought I liked my friend because we just hanged out a lot?
Yeah.
All these comments are like so stupid. Like, P.S. Hope you and her are happy together.
Relationship you formed in high school together and was you for as
And
long as
then
you
they
can.
put
I
her
like
name
that. I
and
like
my
that.
last name.
Thank you for the advice, Zombie X.
Okay, here's another good quote, and it's actually one of my good friends.
Okay.
Success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. That's a very fucking good quote.
Wait, can you repeat it one more time?
Success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm.
That is 100% facts. What are... Dude, I swear to God, how did I not get pissed off at this? Like, everyone's like, good luck with her. Good luck with her. You would have made a cute couple, but you're her best friend, but...
Damn.
Oh, this one is also funny. I'm gonna miss you when you let me copy your homework.
Oh.
That's nice.
That's fun.
Let's see. I want to see any teacher quotes because I
Advice legit, by the
swear I
way.
feel like
Let's see.
Here's
Once again, thanks for the advice.
this is a Tom Holland quote that I've known this girl since like freshman year because my grandma used to work in the cafeteria with her mom. And she's also now dating my best friend too, so that's funny. But it goes, the most important thing in anything you do is always trying your hardest, because even if you try your hardest and it's not as good as you hoped, you still have the sense of not letting yourself down.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's
I like
another
that.
one.
That's really good.
So Chuck,
Damn,
do you have a senior quote in thought?
No, not really. I'd want a good one that I'd remember.
Okay.
You're a good friend.
Still got a whole year to think about it.
Another nice one is, I think the thing to do is to enjoy the ride while you're on it. It's another.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, this is such beautiful memories to look back. I remember when we did what's the thing called? We did an Angry Birds project
Angry Birds.
for math.
Yo.
Yeah. Yeah, so we had to make Angry Birds for a project. Oh man, like these don't feel real, but like you already experienced them, you know? It's just so nice to look back.
I feel like I have two senior quotes in thought. Either one, I was the nicest one, and you won't even remember, by Rick Toffin, you know, my boy. Fits me well. Or number two, it's the only life you got, so you gotta live it big time. Big time rush.
Nice.
So
Use that second one.
Wait, what?
Use the second one. It's the only life you got, so you gotta live it big time.
Big time rush? Alright. Yeah, it's less depressing, so, yeah.
If someone sees I was the greatest one, or
I was the nicest one. And you
I was the nicest one, and they just see Rick Toffin, everywhere Rick Toffin, they're like, what the fuck?
That is true. Yeah.
I found a good quote here. Live for something rather than die for nothing.
Ooh. I like
Graduation is only the beginning. I think that's wow. Looks like they didn't really focus on that.
Damn.
Ew, this is my what? Man, I look stupid in this fucking photo. Why did they take that picture?
it. Share it, share it, share it.
No,
Oh,
no,
So,
that one is not getting shared.
so I have a yearbook. And,
yes.
The reveal?
Someone said, "Don't ever write that again." Said this person. Damn.
Dang, homie.
What?
I must have written something cringy then.
How is this guy the best athlete for the year? He didn't even play.
Yeah.
The fact that I remember this.
Anyways,
Hello,
enough of the
Wolfie.
yearbooks. Fucking. It's nice looking back on those every once in a while because, you know,
It's motivation.
you only live those years once, man, and you just never know.
Yeah, but oh man, this is so nice to look back. You achieved
But,
so much. You achieved so much. Oh, there I
Yeah.
am. Wait, I lost me. There I am. Man, I look so much better back then. Now I'm with a fucking beard and shit.
You can always shave it off. That's what I do every Sunday. Oh.
I did shave it off, but it just grows so much.
You could be looking like Osama bin Laden. Never mind.
Hey, hey!
Never mind.
This is not Future Man when he's a good guy.
Oh yeah, we were talking about good guys and bad guys, right, Sasu? Chuck?
Yeah, that you're always gonna be a villain in someone else's story in life. But
that is
realistically, realistically in real life, there's no villain because it's all perception.
Yep. And
So like even like with Hitler, I think we all nowadays we can look at him and be like, yeah, he is a villain due to ideals and other things, but in his mind, in his perception, he's not.
yep.
And
Even the Germans after World War One, they were looking up to him. You know.
yeah, well, I mean, and that's also a way of like him trying to become a leader too, and it's just like.
Yeah.
So the takeaway for those listening and that kind of thing is listen. Let people talk what they want to talk, and let people say what they want to say about you, because they are probably intimidated by you in some manner, some fashion, or also, no matter what you do or no matter what you say, you're always going to be a villain to someone, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just things you can't control in life, and that's just how it is. And you just got to learn your ways through it. And at some point, you gotta, like, I think we all know, like, us in here by now, we all know, like, you know, people, not everyone's gonna like you, and that's, like, perfectly fine with me. Like, I just know that, and it's fine. Like, I don't give a flying fuck. But, you know, if you know someone and everyone likes them with, like, it's difficult because I guess if it depends on like who you're associated with too, like who you're friends with and that kind of thing. Because I'm gonna say if like the people that might not like a certain person might stay away, which it's a whole different thing. But anyways, basically what I'm trying to say here is like, you can't control what people do. You can't control what they say. If they want to talk about you, let them, because and especially if they're talking bad about you to people that don't know you. Well, it's the people that don't know you. If they ever get to know you, they'll realize maybe that you're not as bad as they made you out to be, or they might not like you, but they'll still realize
or
like
even more, but it's fine.
yeah, they, like, you know, usually majority of the time, so when people talk bad about you, it's just like the people that get to know you, that didn't know you, and then they heard people saying stuff about you, they'll probably end up liking you. Because in their mind, they're thinking that you're like this bad person, but when they see who you are in your heart, and they realize like he's not, you know, so it's just the way of life, which is interesting. You know, you're always going to be an enemy in someone's story. You're always going to be the villain in someone's eyes, but just let life go on. You know, do you, and eventually the universe will play its role, and everything will work out for you.
Yeah.
You know, just don't give up. Keep pushing. And to be completely honest, mainly today, I've been feeling very angry for this. There's just this thing that's been going on in my life throughout the courses of a few months. That's been kind of consistent, and today, like yesterday, you know, like for the last this week mainly, I guess. Because I had stuff with graduation to focus on and that kind of thing, so I didn't really have time to think about that. I was with my friends a lot and really, you know, hanging out with them and stuff, so I didn't really let it bother me. But I know, you know, like today that I sat down and realized everything, and I felt very frustrated when I shouldn't be, but I do. And it's just a human thing, but I just feel very frustrated about the situation. And I don't really know how to handle it, what to go about it. And I feel like in the back of my mind, that person is saying stuff about me to other people. But it's like, what can I do about that? You know, I didn't do anything wrong, so I could sleep well at night. I'm not the one that has to go around talking bad about people, so I can sleep easy at night. I sleep easy at night because I am who I am. I'm comfortable in my skin. So I just wanted to say that because it's something it's been really bothering me. And like, I know Gaetano heard it early in the Discord. I mainly joke around and that kind of thing, but to be honest, I think I was using real frustration with the joke, and that's not good. I just gotta figure that out, and I really don't know how to. And it's unfortunate because, you think after the graduation stuff, I should be chilling and not, you know, being so frustrated, but I am, and I don't know what to do. And I don't want to be frustrated because then that makes me do bad things. Like, that makes me, like, rude to people. You know, like a friend, for example. If they're, like, trying to talk to me and stuff, I'm like, you know, sometimes you might act on that anger, and I don't want to. And I have before, which I've learned from it, and I know now how I should go about things, but sometimes it gets the best of you, you know? Yep. And that's just been something I've been dealing with, and it's just tough.
And like I said, it's better to like express your emotions than bottle it in, you know? Because then taking that anger on yourself, that will not lead into good things. You know what I mean?
And I've done that, you know, and man, it's just sucks ass. Yeah, I don't know. I could go into a deep thing. Like, you know, people will make promises in your life too, but those promises will change down the line. You know, like that girl that tells you she loves you, you know, it might not end the way you want it to. That's what I'll say. So.
Yeah.
Damn.
I also do want to add on to that villain thing. I honestly think no one is really a bad guy. Because, like, if I were to say, if I was Hitler, right? If I was born like Hitler, if I was raised like Hitler, taught the same things as Hitler, I would have done the exact same thing he would have done. You know? Like,
well, here's
it
the
was
thing now.
necessary, you know?
Here's my question too.
Yeah.
Is do you have to be in the same environment as Hitler was, or was he just how he was supposed to be from when he was born? That's just how he was gonna be, always gonna be. I don't know if I just fucking made sense there, and I'm sorry.
I think it was
let me
say
say
that. It's either because at a psychological standpoint, I'm gonna say the environment and just how he grew up, or he was born and that's just how he was gonna be. Isn't your when's your personality actually supposed to?
It's usually the environment.
Like, what's it called? World War One? That changed him so much.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like him having to go through that, and he was like, what? He was like, he just graduated.
Well, then that kind of makes him does not make him a bad person either way, because he used that trauma and pushed bad out instead of trying to do good with what he suffered.
Yeah. Well, also, I'm pretty sure.
And I think that's what comes from the environment.
I think he was poor when he was like mega poor. Like he had to like steal or something. I don't know. I forget.
And also,
so like,
especially the economy in Germany after World War One really fucking, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, he's like, I'd say he's like what most people would be. Not super good or super evil. He's just like, he got shaped so hard.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean,
how drugs or alcohol would shape people drastically.
Dude, and that's the thing too, is that's like mainly like the drug aspect of stuff that really changes people. And once they change in that aspect, they'll never be the same as they were before too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With most people, though, depending on how bad it was. You know, some people are lucky to, you know, be able to get out of that path quick enough to, you know, keep them from being too far gone in the sense of. No, but that's the main thing though, is like
bottling your
I don't think it's a born thing. I
skills,
definitely think it's
correct.
his environment.
He was an artist, but
because that's like that shapes who you are. Like it's like one of those things. Like racism isn't like a born thing. It's like taught, depending on your environment. So I think that definitely goes in with it. And I wonder how his childhood was, what a childhood was, because I never actually got into that much. But if you were Hitler's parent, like if you were Hitler's parents and you were able to go back in time and kill him as a baby, would you?
Oh my.
No.
Because honestly, if World War II never happened and Hitler didn't do the things he do, the United States would not be like in its current position.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
No matter like, well, you know what? You're right by that, because now that I'm thinking about it, you kill him as a baby, World War II would actually, then we would have never really got out of the depression as we did due to the war, because the war really helped our
The war helped so much.
The economy went kaboom after World War II. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
no, and the baby boomers afterwards, dude. Damn it, man! I wish I was born back then, dude.
I wish I was a boomer.
Yeah, dude.
It would have been cool.
I would have got back from the military and every girl would have wanted me, dude, and I would have been having fucking 6 children and 9 months, dude.
Let's go, gimme.
That is true. Back then, girls didn't. They just choose anyone.
It was easier.
It was easier. But nowadays, you either get sent to the friend zone, you either get your heart broken, the girl probably just dies in the car crash.
You gotta find out if it's actually a girl.
Yeah. not to make a joke, but yes, that is true. You gotta make sure it's an actual girl, and what else? I don't know. Anything else?
The thing is with that is, you know what, I feel like through movies and other storytelling ways, I feel like the past, like the 60s, 70s, 80s, like those are like oh, those were so great times, this and that and the other, and it's just like, but if we go back in time, those very, there'll still be people saying like, oh, the fucking 30s, 40s, well, maybe not 30s because the Great Depression, but the 20s, 40s, and 50s, man, they were amazing and stuff like that. So I feel like no matter what, there's always like that way of like the past is always better than the present, but then the future will always be worse than the present. So it's like,
you know what, dude? I want to say something. So I know a lot of people say that. Like, I know even Zada said this one time where, you know, sometimes you wish you could live back then, but I think that the way that we are, the way we are, you know, right now is because of when we were born and when we were put on Earth. And I don't think I would want to change that, just because I wouldn't want to change the experiences that I've had, because there might be some bad experiences, there might be a lot of bad experiences, but there's also experiences that you might not have had if you were born another time or another place. And yeah, there are some experiences that you may have gotten to see, but there's also some that you may not have gotten to see or may have gotten to experience. So that's why I don't really regret not being born in a time, or wish I'd be born in a time, because right now is the present. There's nothing you could change about that, but you can try to make your experiences even better than there were before, so you can feel more complete and feel more fulfilled.
I don't think the complete and fulfilled thing has anything to do with any generation. I think that's just with you and what you do in life.
Yeah, you know, I'm saying like the more experiences you do, the more you'll feel like there's not really much of a point to want to go back to someone or some time where you might not have those experiences in those times.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because the things that you want to experience and that happened at that time, you know, you might not. It might be. Here's the thing, though, is when I say I'm going to go back in that time, I'm saying that because first off, the music, I fucking love the music, right? But then I bet you there's still those people that like think like how, like for example, like the hip hop stuff now. People bashing at it, saying it's like, you know, whatever. But regardless, the music then I loved. Just the style. Like
before you became a military leader, the shit out of and he created solid
like the 70s, dude. I would
bro.
fucking oh my god.
Thanks for that fun fact.
I don't know. Sometimes I think I was born in though, and at the same time, I look at it, I'm like, well,
honestly, there's some things where I think things like the internet actually have kind of preserved a little bit of those times where even if you're not in that time, you could still kind of have a glimpse at what there was, just because you can look at things like music or how culture was then, or things that happened or stuff like that. But obviously it was way different when you're actually in that time. But like, I mean, man, if I could like I would say I don't regret being born now, but I would say that if you wanted to go, say maybe like, I know this is a different thing, but like if you could like time travel there to spend like a week there or something, just to experience it.
Oh yeah,
and see how it is.
That'd be cool.
I think anyone
just for a week. I don't want to stay there.
No, here's the thing, dude. If you were able to do that, I'd go back to the fucking mongrels, dude. No.
You'd get your head chopped off the minute they see you. What do you mean, dude?
Dude, they think I'm an alien, dude.
Oh, yeah.
They would tie me onto their foot. They would hog tie me on their horses and drag me around and fucking beat me to death and chop my head off. But anyways, they're very vicious, dude. They're very vicious, fucking like, you know. But you had to be back then, though. You had to be. Yeah, it's survival of the fittest back then, you know. There wasn't any law or anything, you know. It was whoever was the strongest would survive and lead a group of people, and you know. I love the time. I love the whole aspect of like it's kind of like the rags to riches, but back in those days of like you have the peasant that's actually a really good warrior that actually kills the king and he's now the king. I love that kind of. I don't know why, I just like that stuff. But
imagine like right now where you could fucking just kill fucking President.
Yeah, ride a horseback to a fucking Valhalla. Just fucking go in there with the fucking rope and swing it around and fucking put someone in there, dude.
That would be interesting.
Bust through a kingdom, dude, and all the knights are standing there with their fucking spears, and you just pull out an AK from the fucking 1970s.
That's a good gun imitation sound.
But no, legitimate though. I would love to see a lot of historical things in history, but I would not like. I'd love to go back to the Revolution, the Revolutionary War.
First of all, I'd make sure I have a vaccine for every disease from back then, because I'd probably die like a day in.
Okay, true.
Well, I know the big thing then wasn't it what was it? I can't remember, but I remember what they would cut people open and put the disease in them to try to.
No,
I can't remember.
they'd put them in. They'd put it in their arms. So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's basically how it's the modern. It's how the vaccine started.
Okay.
It's like the vaccines back then were basically just put it in.
Yeah, they basically
and
would. Yeah, they'd give you a little bit and you'd get sick, but you'd be able to fight it off and get.
It's basically how the
antibodies.
flu vaccine works. You get most people get sick after the vaccine, but like you're immune to that strand now.
Yep.
Well, now, fuck, now that's gonna bother me because I can't remember. Was it chickenpox? I don't think it was chickenpox. It definitely wasn't. Was it? Here, it's gonna bother me now. What?
Smallpox.
Yeah, I think that might have been it. It's really gonna bother me now. But I'd love to go to the Revolutionary War and like just watch those historical smallpox. Watch the historicals. Like, imagine, dude, you're watching
Alexander Hamilton.
you're watching George Washington and just like you're in one of those woods fight when they're marching through, and you're just seeing the British line up, but we are behind, like we're taking cover and shit, and run around that like. Just, I don't know what it is, man. I love the Revolutionary War, man. And I think, and it's not because we fucking trash on the British. That might be it. But, you know, now we love them, you know.
I think speaking for all of us here, we'd love to see the British get pounded to the ground.
Yeah.
Dude, we pounded them twice, dude. The War of 1812. And dude, we were a bunch of farmers, and we kicked the strongest military's ass in the entire world, dude.
Americans.
What happened with that, dude?
I honestly don't know what's worse, dying by
Imagine the
Mongols or
officer that
dying
had
by
to tell the king,
Vlad.
like,
I have no idea, homie.
Listen, we lost. Like, what?
Wow,
We're the most
RJ.
fucking powerful military, dude.
It's a prank, right? It's April 1st, so it's gotta be a prank.
Bro,
Listen,
Zombie makes all
we're
of
too much
us
to death.
here.
You're joking, right? That's what it'd be like. Even though that's a wrong accent, just go with it.
Not gonna lie, I would like to be an adult in the 1940s during World War II, so I can get the news up on the radio or on the TV or whatever. Just hearing that Hiroshima and just got nuked, and I'll be like, yes, a nuke has been dropped, and I live to see that, you know. And also, you know, as years pass by and JFK is president, I want to see JFK's head get blown off, you know, in person.
Bruh.
I know it's a messed up mindset, but it would be cool, bro.
Laringo said that revives the World War II veteran, so we don't gotta worry about it.
I say, okay, RJ, I say adult or, you know, adult at times. I don't know. Alright, continue. My bad.
Listen, all I gotta say, dude, is JFK wasn't assassinated by one fucking person. Right?
Magneto.
No, it was Mason.
Dude, you're gonna tell me, dude, the CIA wasn't in that? That's bullshit. That's horseshit, dude.
No,
if I die, just know. If I die, dude, just know I'm not fucking suicidal. So if like Hillary Clinton hires a fucking Hitler and I die,
Oh my gosh, RJ.
Hitler, a hitman.
No, I totally think the CIA back then just like were so relaxed. They're like, our president wouldn't get assassinated by our own people. Right?
Like,
Yeah.
how does him, his brother, fucking get assassinated, and his son just is gone?
Oh my.
Listen,
I don't think anything happened to his son, but how his brother died too from assassination. It's like, dude,
Oh yeah, Robert.
they're clearly trying to
Kennedy.
get the fucking Kennedys off the political fucking board.
Nothing bad
Honestly.
happens to the Kennedys.
Well, they were political machines back then.
Lil Clinton coming. What? Hope you're doing that to the joke.
So like,
Dude, and he was tied into the mafia, dude. They voted in him, and he didn't like. Obviously, the mafia and the CIA probably had something going, and like the position. Fuck, I can't. It was Robert something, wasn't it? I'm always brave for. I'm thinking Robert E. Lee because of the fucking. We're talking about the historical shit from the that era, but it's fuck's sake, dude. It's. I'm literally brain farting so hard.
Take your time.
right now, and it's annoying me. Let's see here. It's fucking what's his name? Wasn't Jack Ruby the he was the mafia guy, or the leader of the mafia, or the whatever you call it?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure that was, but that's not who I'm thinking. I'm thinking of fucking.
No, Jack Ruby is the dude who was charged with killing JFK.
Oh.
I thought it was Lee Harvey Oswald. That's who it is. Yeah, Lee Harvey Oswald was the guy that assassinated him. Jack Ruby was the guy who killed Lee, and he was also the mafia leader. I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
Oh wait, no, yeah, I read that wrong. Yeah.
I couldn't because this is because Lee Harvey Oswald and like Robert E. Lee, like they have and then it's funny because they both fucking assassinated a president. But anyways, regardless.
What? I thought Robert E. Lee was a president.
No, he was the fucking South's military leader. What the fuck am I on about, dude? Robert E. Lee, he wasn't the assassinator. My bad. Yeah, he was the leader of the Confederate Army. So,
I mean,
listen, I'm out of it, dude.
It sucks that he decided to fight for the Confederacy, but it's understandable. I guess it's understandable because he wanted to fight for his home state. He was very loyal. So,
dude, and yeah. So my bad for those listening. I got mixed up, and I was out of it. But so yeah, Robert E. Lee was the leader of the Confederate Army during the Civil War. Then Lee Harvey Oswald was the assassinator of JFK. Then yeah, so that was mixed up with that. So so that's but anyways, also I love how they were like in the end of the war, how like Robert E. Lee like respectfully like took the L basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was pretty respectful.
He's like then Grant, dude. He's such
that guy has everything to do with the JFK's death, everything, and they'll never fully admit to that.
That's Grant.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
crazy.
That was the one who was a president.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
That was
I like the who.
That's what Taz was talking about.
Anyways.
Insane.
So yeah, but back on like the JFK thing, it's just like the point where Lee Harvey Oswald, fucking shit, dude, I can't speak. Where Lee Harvey Oswald was in the building where he worked. First off, there's many things that's weird about this. The first thing is that they changed the route so suddenly, and they didn't have any security or any guards or anything to secure any like perimeters to where they changed the direction. So that's a weird thing, right? Because why would you do that? Why'd you risk that? So that was that. And also where he shot, there was a tree and like the kind of the path, the direction. Now I can't remember if Lee Harvey Oswald was like any, like I know he was a sniper for I'm gonna see, it was like a Russian thing. He was it's been a while, so I might be like missing things. I don't want to throw any misinformation out there, but anyways, it's just weird the amount of shots he put out there to the gun he used, and I don't know.
3 shots,
it's just
right?
kind of weird.
Like 1 missed, 1 through his throat, and then 1 to his head, right?
Yeah. Then also the you know, like the bullet theory, like
with the driver, bullet, and like
yeah, how the one bullet hit the front or the passenger, and it was like it went through his I think his throat, through the seat, through the passenger's body, and into his hand, or something like that. But the bullet was fucking perfectly fine. Like it wasn't like you think if you hit a bone, you think it would have some like, you know, some, because breaking through a bone, like that's pretty. You know, I'm not saying it's tough to do that because their bones aren't that strong, but going through two bodies, essentially, going through a seat, and the angle at which the bullet entered too was very weird. But I guess that could be from the ricochet off the bone. But then that's weird because the path it took also doesn't really match that as well. From what I remember, it's weird. It's kind of scary though, because it's like you look at that and that's like very possible, but it's like what else is going on that our government does that, like, you know, it's scary. And I sometimes, like, I remember, I don't know if I want to actually say what the conspiracy theory is, but I know everyone in here probably remembers, like, whenever like me and DK watched this shit about it, and like that shit scared the fuck out of me.
Wait, didn't you show that to Clarky, like, back in
September? Yeah, I showed it to Clarky, dude. Clarky was scarred, bro.
And then you told me, like, don't watch it.
I don't want to say it out loud because I don't want people, like, because it is seriously will fuck you up.
I personally think that it was a series of coincidences, like, like the person from World War I who died, Prince Ferdinand, how he died. Yeah, like that was that. Dude,
okay, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that has happened that was pure coincidence, but also in the conspiracy I'm talking about, I feel like there's some truth in that, and that's the scary part.
I mean, I'd guess because Kennedy's family is built on blood money, because they worked with the mafia to do because they were a political machine, so they could get their family not only money but like on the seats of I forgot what they wanted to do.
Yeah,
but so that got them on their radar. So
ooh.
But I think Kennedy's death was super coincidental and super lucky for the assassinator, because one, the dude missed 3 times. 2, Kennedy could have missed. He could have dodged the 3rd bullet if his back brace wasn't on, because that thing was making him stand up, and because like he had a bad back. And 3rd, his driver was stupid. He missed so many turns. Like it's just like how just like how Prince Ferdinand's driver got him to that cafe. He's like, oh, they stopped right here. I was about to give up. Might as well take my and yeah, that happened.
He could dodge the bullet. I mean, he could have done this.
No, dude, it's a sniper bullet. It's not like he was doing. He was like, boom.
Yeah, boom. It ain't rapid fire. Flipping.
I can't remember like specifics with that, but I still believe that the CIA had something to do with that. Along with
ZombieX in the chat says the theory is that Alonso was hired by the CIA to kill Kennedy because certain sections of the federal government hated him. Oh.
Well, yeah, but I think it's definitely very well could be, but at the same time, dude, I don't know. And the sad part is we'll never know, because like why would Jack Ruby? I mean, I guess it makes sense now because why wasn't there tensions with Jack Ruby? Well, yes, but there's also wasn't there things with between Jack Ruby and JFK going on, like tensions, and Jack Ruby was like getting very frustrated because he didn't come through with what he was like promising.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, RJ.
I don't know. It's tough because the history books obviously don't tell us that. Why, like, you know, they don't give us every bit of information.
They're trying to shield their eyes.
And then it's like when you're trying to look for this stuff, you can't just go to any website because fucking makes no sense.
To the dark web. Joking, don't do that.
I don't know if this is true, but I heard that the Dallas or Texas, he died in Dallas, the Dallas synagogue thing or medical hospital where he died.
Yeah.
They tried to take his body because they're like, oh, he died on Texas ground. He died on this ground, so he must be buried on Texas grounds, or I don't know. Because they wanted to take him back to Washington.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it's very there's weird stuff like like to the thing I was actually saying a bit before. The theory and stuff is like the gate. I'm not gonna say the full thing, but at the end, the gate had the saying. It's got like Watergate, how that's its own thing. Yeah.
Wait, wasn't Watergate Nixon's thingy?
Yeah, it was Nixon's things, but I'm saying like the thing I'm referring to has gate in the conspiracy's name.
Okay.
I don't want to say the full thing because first off, it's not all true. Clearly,
I am not a crook.
But I'm just saying, dude, it is like it haunts you, dude. Because I feel like a lot of people in Hollywood are definitely covering up some nasty stuff.
Probably.
Oh yeah, they do drugs and they do a lot of other stuff.
Illuminati.
Like how many do you like? You remember when the Jeffrey Epstein's island was a conspiracy theory?
Turns out it was real.
Yeah, literally. Like it was actually a big theory. It was literally like at one point it was a far-fetched theory, and people were like, "There's no island that exists with a house with children in it," and like, little did he know, dude. Literally, fucking Bill Clinton, fucking a bunch of other political figures going there, dude, with a bunch of younger like. It's weird, and there's also a painting in Jeffrey Epstein's house of 1 second, I'm brain farting. I'm literally brain farting too much today. Bush, yeah. A picture of Bush during, like, it was like a 9/11 thing, and it was a picture of George Bush holding two paper airplane in one of his hands. And it was like throwing it at a Jenga tower, and the two like wooden Jenga towers represented the World Trade Center. And there was another paper airplane here he threw, crashed into the one side, and it collapsed, and he was like throwing it into the other one. And like it was a picture of him playing with two Jenga towers and paper airplanes, which was very creepy.
Oh.
Coincidence.
Yeah, but that's like one of those things. It's like where that could have just been a funny, like that could have been just an inside joke, you don't know. But
It's like how I talk about NF, and then I see people wearing. It's like I'm like, no one would wear NF merch in public, right? And then I see so many people, not so many people, but like when I said that, I started actually noticing people wearing NF merch.
Oh.
Like wait, what? People actually wear this? Excuse me?
In public? Like in school?
Alright, you guys are real funny, dude. Real fucking funny. Real fucking funny.
I literally never noticed it before.
You act like he's not an artist like everyone else is.
Listen, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist guy, but when it comes to the JFK stuff, that I'm kind of like, all right, this is like. But the problem is, people like the thing you don't do is fit the evidence onto things, right?
Mm-hmm.
The evidence brings you to the person. So yeah, but
we gotta make sure the evidence is legitimate and not pointing in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, I just think I think there's more with the assassination there than we're told.
Bro, so many years have gone by. Like, we might have missed some things that we'll never get to know now.
Well,
primary
sources in the 50s and 60s and 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the thing about it, they never actually like they Area 51 wasn't a place until how long ago? Like 2013, until they like said yeah it exists. Like they denied its existence for fucking decades. So it's like, then the fact that the JFK Island, or not JFK Island, the Jeffrey Epstein Island was a big conspiracy. It's like,
it exists, but you're not allowed to come here.
Oh yeah, are we gonna get information about aliens this month?
Not aliens, but aircrafts that are. Have you guys ever heard of like the Bob Lazar story? That shit is.
No.
I don't like the whole alien kind of thing. Like, could it be thing? Yes, but it's like I feel like if they visited,
Man was paranoid.
I think they would have visited a long time ago. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who fucking knows, dude? We don't know what we don't know. That's the thing. We don't know what we don't know. That's the sad part. But imagine they visited and the dinosaurs are here, like, all right, this is a dead planet. Move on.
They probably.
Then here we are, like billions of years later, and we're just creatures going around, like, what's up there? Banging our heads off fucking wooden planks.
I find it crazy how some hieroglyphics show. Yeah, I think there's this hieroglyphic that showed an astronaut and like some other stuff.
Ooh.
Like, it's either just a huge coincidence or like something happened.
Time traveler. Nah. Oh no.
I mean, who knows, dude?
Oh yeah, and airplanes and stuff.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
It is weird, but the Bob Lazar story, what's interesting about that is he worked, like, I don't want to say anything wrong here. He has a documentary on Netflix, but he also was on a bunch of other talk shows that I watched, like the Joe Rogan thing, and it's very interesting stuff, man. And I think our military has a lot of technology, like futuristic technology, like that we, don't really, we're not anywhere aware of, because, why would they tell us? So, but in terms of, like, anyways, as I was on about with the Bob Lazar thing, he's used to work, and it was like a separate thing from the actual Area 51 facility. It was like section, I can't remember what he called it, but he went there and he was a chemist and a bunch of other things, and basically he was put on this program, and what they did is they bugged his phone and his house and stuff, and he signed this thing like saying he can't talk about his work at home or anywhere else. Like what he does at work stays at the facility, basically. And so basically he worked on like this big pill looking thing, that we would say UFO, but it was like actually, like a Tic Tac kind of thing. And so basically, a bunch of stuff happened. He took his friend out to the site of Area 51 with a recorder, and that was a test night with the aircraft. And essentially, what the aircraft does is it like bends and manipulates gravity. So it's very interesting how he was explaining it, and he was talking about like an element. I can't remember what element it was. I want to say 115, but I feel like that's like too, like, but
element 115.
But no, I think it actually was, because I remember my head thinking like, this is what's gonna fucking start the goddamn Call of Duty zombie storyline. Anyways, not to get in that, but so it was very interesting. And basically he was caught doing that, and the next day when he had to go in for work, they were telling, like, I guess his wife was also cheating on him, and they knew through the telephone lines because they bugged his phone and stuff. And they started following him around and stuff like that. Like, I remember when he was home, he said on his Monday he was home, he looked out the window and he literally saw the people in this car just outside of his house just watching. And it was weird. But furthermore, he discovered that his wife was cheating on him because they bugged his house, and they used that to make sure he doesn't, do what he did, essentially. So yeah, like imagine like being like you work in a government thing and you're being bugged and watched all the time. Like that's kind of
creepy,
especially with today's technology, dude. They literally watching you through your laptop, your phone, constantly listening into what each call. Then again, that can kind of tie into the Edward Snowden situation as well with what they do with that, but that's a whole different thing. But yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about with his story and how that. But they denied it all these years, so they're actually the Pentagon's actually releasing information. So
Yeah. Also, ZombieX did put in the chat, talk about the aliens. I mean, aliens have been a thing since 1947 with the Truman era. Roswell and the government is just now telling people about UFOs are real. 1947?
yeah, I know what you're talking about, the Roswell thing. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the. I mean, there's this nice concept that I like to think about is like we are the aliens technically, you know. Then when we start going out in space and evolving in space over the course of millions and billions of years, we'll eventually look like the aliens we picture in our head.
Oh,
like we'll be very tall because of the low gravity and shit. Well, I mean, I guess we'll have would be spinning in the thing. So I mean, I guess it's not exactly like that, but still.
Yeah, I can't even picture ourselves if we're like the aliens, as you say.
Like imagine we evolved to that too, you know.
That'd be cringy.
Indeed. Natural selection. Or evolution. Something like that.
Like the pigments in our skin would change as well because like how we get sunlight would be different.
Mm-hmm.
So like what if those aliens are us in the front, like, well, not like us, but like future human beings time traveling? I highly doubt that ever would fucking out there. I think you can time travel in the sense of relativity and manipulate, like in gravity and that kind of thing, and manipulate how time flows. So that's like really only future time travel. I don't think you could ever time travel the past. I don't think it's ever going to be a thing. But who knows? I could be wrong. Because when we say time travel, realistically, we aren't time traveling because time isn't really an actual thing. You just be traveling to a specific event, which you can't really pinpoint in an exact moment because, like, how would you be able to do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Think about it. Like, imagine you're time traveling, you're trying to go back to, like, see a certain moment in history. You accidentally go back to the dinosaurs and you get fucking chomped on by T-Rex.
No, you go back right like 10 minutes, no, like 5 minutes before the meteor lands, and like that planet's going to poop.
I mean, technically, I've heard this stuff on like TikTok and whatever, but like if you like go super fast, because you know speed of light and all that bullcrap, right?
Flash.
Yeah. If you go far away from Earth and you look there, and then have the ability to see that far away somehow, I don't know. And it like millions of light years away, you could technically see the past of Earth, you know? So, yeah. Because it'll take millions of light years to reach your eye, and it's just mind-blowing. I don't know how to describe it.
It literally is, though, dude. It's crazy how it's like, that's why I love physics, man. It's because shit like that. I just love it.
Yeah.
I
feel like the Flash did a good job of explaining, like, you know, the speed of light and all that.
Not the CW.
The time travel.
Well, see, now here's the thing: is we would never, if we were able to travel the speed of light, you know, as fast as a photon, we'd never reach like. Well, the fucking thing is, dude, is we don't even actually exactly know how large the universe is because we could only observe.
Oh, and if we go deeper,
so
much
much
ancient times. It's that our entire DNA will change.
And as we progress, and we'll eventually be able to observe more. But it's like,
it's crazy.
From what we've only known, like it's mind-boggling to think about, and it's constantly expanding, but not expanding in the sense of getting like. It's like raisins on bread when you bake it.
All good, Zombie X.
In that kind of sense, and like the raisins on the bread is like the galaxies in the universe.
We're doing to Double Ninja.
So when I say it, when it's expanding, that's kind of like how I mean it there. Not exactly getting bigger in terms of like the universe itself. It's just the matter and shit inside of it.
Okay, Double Danger. That hurts my brain. Yep.
But Dude, I think that's like one of the most complex topics is like universe and how it works. Like because we only know so much of like what we observe, and outside of that, we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Either there could be never ending, essentially, or yeah, I mean.
Yeah, if you take an Earth and Space Science class, I'm pretty sure they'll teach you this, which I am in this year. Yeah, basically, about the universe, man, which I find pretty cool. The universe could keep on expanding, or the universe could like expand, reach its stopping point, and then like collapse, and then create a new Big Bang or whatever.
I had to
crazy.
teach that myself.
Really?
Because I literally did a project where I did all that.
Oh my gosh.
I had to do that for physics because I don't know why they assumed I was going to astronomy, and they were right. I am going there, but yeah, I'm taking that next year.
Awesome.
So I'll relearn that stuff. Hopefully, I'll learn more stuff. Not like what I already learned. Like
no double danger.
back
Don't
from the
study quantum
sciences,
physics.
the beginning, or Democritus or something.
Dang, homie.
He is a Greek philosopher.
Bro, oh my god, it's crazy how like our minds literally like it's crazy. It's like the universe is just so huge, but we simplify it so we can better understand it. And the fact we could do that, oh my god, man, I just fucking it's man.
It's insane.
Yeah, I love this stuff though.
Also, can I read Double Danger's like flipping time thingy? I'll just read it to you. Alright. So if you move at the speed of light, you don't feel time. You'll never feel the beginning, middle, or end. It could be thousands of years of light speed, but it would be instant because you feel absolutely no time. Like
yeah.
That hurts my brain.
Well that's the thing that's very interesting is like us traveling that much on Earth, like that's like generations and generations of past.
Yeah, true.
It's like it's crazy to think about that. Like, it's like that's just how it works.
Gosh, Double Danger, yes.
And it's just like
I'm pretty granted this, Snowy.
Yeah, it's I remember in physics, like when we were doing these like calculation stuff, we were calculating like light speed in certain situations, which was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I guess the question, like, we'd be able to walk on water too. So, yeah.
Jesus. All right. Bro, I like how the chat is like very into this stuff that we're talking right about now. It's insane.
It's time travel. Everyone is interested in this.
Okay, so
I think most are at least.
Yeah. Alright, so Zombie says the reason time travel is impossible as it requires us to be able to realize the creation point, which is outside the known universe itself. Oh, see, this stuff right here hurts my brain, and it's
that. But also, it's like, like how would it work? And like in my mind, when I'm thinking, it's like, there's actually a question I'm gonna ask after I say this. If how would we know, like, if we're traveling to a, I guess he just kind of already said it anyways, so I guess there's really no point in kind of I could expand on it, but he had no point in making it more complicated, right?
Yeah.
Now my question is, I love asking this to people, like, to mainly, I'm just gonna be honest, this is like the type of things I ask females I'm talking to and stuff when I'm like, but I'll ask you guys if I'm interested. So if we were able to go outside of the universe and let's just say we break every fucking law of physics, and we're able to magically just go out and observe the universe from our eyes, how would you think it would look?
Well, your human ass can only see so many things.
You can only
But,
see, yeah.
So like, would there be a limit? Or like with the way you're explaining, you know, breaking the laws of physics, like, does that apply to like what we see in our eyes, or just like, you know?
It would be what you see in your eyes.
Okay.
I think we'd see it how they showed it in Doctor Strange. If you guys remember that sequence. Basically when the Great One touched Doctor Strange's head and he was like, bruh.
Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. I love that movie.
Yeah, that could be, yeah. Also, here's another thing. Let's say we had like a box, or like a certain diameter that's shaped of a box, right? Or whatever you'll fucking call it. An area. And now let's say that that area, it literally has nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean no particles, no atoms, nothing. Absolutely nothing. How would that look?
Black.
Black. I like that answer. Yeah, I think Chuck's right. Yeah, because like space is like, you know, it's just a vacuum full of nothingness, and it's just.
Black.
Well, actually, that's wrong because that's something.
You know what, bro? I'm going to Johnny Cage kick you in the chin. I don't know.
As Einstein said, dude, space can't be nothing because nothing can't go through nothing.
I think we perceive
something
it as
can't
a
go through
black
nothing.
hole.
Yeah, our perception. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think we perceive it in that way, but it would be completely different from that, though. But you know, because I guess because light would probably, I'm gonna assume maybe, well, because the gravity wouldn't even be in that little area either. So what the fuck? I can't think, dude, because now light wouldn't really bend around it, but it can't go through it either.
Oh my god.
So like light is just shining on it, but it's not going through, dude. It's just stuck there. Like what does it do? It's literally like collapsing on top of itself. That's what it'd be like, dude. Dude, I don't think, because like the black hole's light kind of, you know, due to the gravity, it kind of like moves around and that kind of they get sucked in or whatever. But like when it's like literally nothing, light can't go through it. Light can't be bent around it like it does with a black hole or anything.
Yeah.
Am I thinking about it wrong or what?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And like obviously there's no atoms or nothing in there. It's literally nothing.
Yeah,
dude.
zombies.
Like, I don't think that's even possible.
I just want milk that tastes like real milk.
I love my chat. Yeah.
Thank you, Snowy.
What do you think it would look like in different wavelengths? Wait, is he talking about the hydrogen wave function thingy?
Well, inside a black hole, I don't like black holes take like there's not there's obviously particles and stuff in there, so it's not nothing.
Pickle.
So if we weren't crushed and if we weren't like vaporized or whatever when we went to a black hole, how would you think that'd be? Do you think it'd be like Interstellar type of level where your fucking hands just look all weird?
I don't know.
I think you just fall into the black hole endlessly. Just that's it.
Technically, you would fall with the black hole, you know. So,
True.
Yeah, you're right.
Black holes break the laws of physics by themselves. That is true. Black holes are actually the brightest things in the universe. Is that true?
Probably because it like bends around them. It's also like it kind of like once you go in, you can't get out. You know, it's kind of stuck there. So yeah.
Okay.
Also, I watched this video. It was very interesting to see how they took pictures, but also mashed the colors together so we could see what it actually looks like to our eyes. Because when they take pictures, obviously it's not like a color camera.
Uh-huh.
And like the actual first picture of a black hole is very blurry.
Yeah.
Like we didn't even have think about it. We didn't actually know we didn't have an actual picture of a black hole until when was it?
Was it like 2019?
Yeah, it was 2019. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was 2019. That's crazy. Like, think about that, man. We didn't have it. We didn't know. I mean, we knew what it looked like based off
It just looks 2D. Looks like a red circle.
Yeah, it wasn't like an yeah. And well, in this picture, it's weird. Then this photo here it's interesting. Yeah, I'm about to send. It's very interesting because it kind of shows how it's bent, and stuff. When you see it, it kind of displays that in a good way. Yeah, that's crazy. I will send this thing I just seen. It's a meme.
It's crazy. Also, Double Danny said the difference in gravity would be so strong that it would stretch your body apart and rip you into shreds. Yeah.
If we're able to bypass that, though, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. I like that image.
It's a donut, dude.
Homer
it's a
Simpson.
Big donut.
Go and get it. Milk. We all love milk.
So yeah, it's there's a lot of fun topics when it comes to the universe and space. Because do you think we're the only ones, in this universe?
No, there are millions of galaxies, and in those millions of galaxies, millions of stars, which means millions of planets. And there's no way in heck we're the only ones in that big flippin', you know what I mean. Ain't no way. There's gotta be some living there. I mean, it might not be humans, it might not be like intelligent life. It can be like plants or bacteria or something. There's definitely something out there.
Yeah. I know, well, what's very interesting too is how we all started as that. It's bacteria, basically. Yep. And how that evolved. And I literally how it's funny to me how viruses are literally like parasites, dude. They need a host, and it's it's funny how that works. Yeah. The ways of life, man. It's very fascinating. And there's a lot of interesting conversations going on, like rebirth, after death.
Rebirth Island.
Rebirth.
Do you guys believe in past lives or any of that?
Oh, kind of thing? Reincarnation?
Yeah.
No, I'm not that kind of guy.
Sometimes I like to say when I'm having a bad sometimes I like to say damn, I must have been a real jackass for my past life, dude, because that kind of thing. Because of the shit I'm dealing with now, bro. It's why? There has to be some fucking rhyme or reason for it. And sometimes things don't make sense, and sometimes they don't even have to. But
all right, Perka revived. You guys want to talk
I feel like
about
Revived
something?
brain just exploded. Revive,
I'm just chilling.
Oh, okay.
Perka, you here?
Yeah, it's just I don't really know what to say.
Is Perka even here?
Alright, let's start off easy, Revive. Do you think that there's some alien life outside of Earth?
Yeah, his name's Enough.
Oh.
Alright, Chuck, shut your mouth. And yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
probably.
do you say that because you think that's more probable if there is, or do you just think that because?
Well, if we're talking about just anything, there's definitely something. Like, there's no way there's all these planets and there's not a single thing that's like just sitting there, or just sitting like there. Whether that's a plant or some sort, maybe like an animal type being or something like that. It's definitely something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Sorry.
God.
What is going on between you and RJ, Chuck?
So imagine, even like, I also like the complexity of plants and how they work. It's like, it's crazy. They're green because of how that
close black hole to Earth is
absorb
50, 60
sunlight
million light years. No
in
worries
that way,
though,
and
as it's
how they
an
don't
immediate
fucking
threat.
fry and shit.
That's good to know.
And they create their own sugar, their glucose.
Yes, sugar.
I love my sugar.
Sugar,
Especially the powder.
Oh, honey, honey.
Revive, do you want
Photosynthesis.
to talk about, you want a conversation to talk, like a topic you want to talk about?
Also, about the argument of what should be comes after death, I agree with that, because it's really mainly how you look at it usually comes from your background, like where you come from, essentially. Like a religious standpoint or just whatever. And although I only asked that, I'm not asked that to say who's right or wrong. I was just asking that to mainly just to see where you guys stood on that and what you guys thought of that, because I think that stuff is very interesting. Is because we see different takes on it based off our own thoughts from our own minds and our own backgrounds, and it's nice to see that, you know. With me, I'm very conflicted though on the topic, because sometimes I'd like to think there's either reincarnation or just something after death, right? But
yeah,
part of me also is like, you know, there doesn't have to be anything afterwards. And when I say that, I mean it's like essentially like when you don't charge your phone and it just dies, right? Let's just say that, for example. Kind of like that, you know what I mean? And our brains create our consciousness, which makes us aware of life and everything we know and everything we do and just everything in general is from our consciousness. And once our brains stop working, it stops creating that consciousness. Therefore, we are not aware of death, and therefore we don't know we're dead. Unless you're shot and you kind of are accepting death as you bleed out, but that's kind of, you still don't know you're dead even when you die, because your brain isn't like, I mean, I don't know, I guess it really just depends on where, because I know there's whole things about your brain so active until so and so, but we don't really know what our brain is doing in that generally moment. So it's interesting, but and also this thing I watched, this person died and was brought back to life, and when she was brought back to life, she thought she was sleeping.
Oh,
like her parents and stuff were crying. And stuff, and she woke up, didn't know what was going on, and thought she was sleeping.
oh my,
Bruh.
So, you know,
crazy.
but then who knows? Maybe like I'm a big person on manifesting and destiny. Like, I think like there's a lot of things that how we may see it and look at it, but it's way deeper than that. Like we generally do control our own lives and what we do and all that kind of thing, and we generally
bros before hoes.
Generally build our own life, essentially. Like I really do think that. I don't think it's as simple as we may seem it is. I think there's more than we could possibly even grasp in our own minds.
Yeah.
Was it? My mind is not. I did not hear that right at all. What are you talking about?
Dude, listen,
Destiny and
there's no way
reincarnation.
I can even begin to explain. It's been a conversation for like fucking 40 minutes.
Also,
Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys had to just miss that one, dude. I'm not fucking spend another 40 minutes.
I do want to talk about that
kidding,
reincarnation thing though, because like if you do have the mindset that you can be reincarnated and have another life, you can become a psychopath and say, you know what, I don't like this life, pa, and then you go on to the next life and say, maybe I don't like this life, pa, and then you keep on going onto this, suicidal bullcrap until you find the perfect life. You
don't know because your brain in this life is this brain, not the brain in the next life.
I mean, it depends if you like this life.
Because you right now, we don't know because we're in our own brains, not the same brain.
All right. Now you just hurt my brain because.
Oh, dude, I like what you said, and it's true, but we're not aware of it because it's our own brain,
I'm in my own world right now.
Yeah,
Xbox asked them if they believe in a string theory. That's a discussion for a whole nother podcast. String theory, bro.
Dude, string theory is so cool. It's very interesting. Wait, there's some comments I want to see. They say some interesting stuff. So
if you do want to read them, go ahead.
Perka.
Is Perka alive?
I'm gonna slurp out my burger.
I think what Double Danger said is really interesting. Do you want me to read it, or do you want to read it?
I'm reading through my. Humans just strive for meaning, and that's why we want to hope something comes after death. It gives death meaning instead of thinking that nothing happens. Yeah, I actually kind of agree with that, because when you also look at history in a historical perspective too, that a lot of I feel so bad saying this because I don't want to bash any religious people. Trust me, I'm not super religious, but I also kind of feel it in some capacities in terms of morality and other things. But I also feel like afterlife stuff was only mainly created out of fear of, for one, probably fear of death and the fear and wanting something after, because we don't want nothing, right? So I think nothing happens after death. I think once we die, that's it. And people are like, well, what are you, your soul, you're just in a black void. It's like, dude, you're not in a black void. You don't know you're dead, dude. Because your brain creates consciousness, makes you aware. You're not going to be aware of that. You know what I mean? In terms of soul, though, when I like to say soul a lot, in terms of but when I say that, I mean just who you are, just everything about you, just in one word, soul.
Mm-hmm.
Your consciousness, your subconscious, your brain, your heart, your lungs, your veins, your nervous system, your spine, your toes. Who you are as a person, everything you do in life. That's soul. That's what
I like the way you put it.
Obviously there's no soul sitting inside of our guts.
We get the physical body and the spiritual body.
Yeah, it's not a physical thing,
Yeah.
It's just a way of saying who you are, essentially. I'd say. At least that's how I look at it.
Yep.
What I love, though, about these types of talks is that it's more philosophical, so you're not right or wrong about certain things. I'm not wrong for saying nothing comes after death. You're not wrong for saying you might see heaven or hell, depending on how you are in this current life. There's no right or wrong answer. It's really up to who you are and how you see it and how you believe it, ultimately. Because we won't know, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Crazy.
I can answer Double Danger's question.
Go for
The
it.
thing that gives us the living essence in us, or our life essence, it's dream.
Oh my gosh.
Like the streamer?
Okay, dude.
The YouTuber.
Okay.
The Juice WRLD sounding man.
Well, in terms of that, we could look at it of what creates a living organism. And we can start off with that. Because when we say just matter of the universe, we think of like atoms and all that things, which is very true. Obviously, we are, but it's like it's also more than that in a sense, because we also. By the way, Xbox, I hope that you drank water, which was actually dinosaur piss, dude, that went up into the atmosphere back down.
That was just out of nowhere. What? What was that for?
No, I'm just kidding. But life itself, dude, there's no definition for it. It's like a broad thing to say of like, like so meaning of life is like about family, this and that, which is true. But there's also nothing that's like, saying what it is in that sense. But yeah, back on to what I said to you, Sal, is we both probably drank dinosaur piss, dude.
Yeah.
Because dinosaurs peed on the ground, which would then evaporate into the atmosphere, which then would rain down.
That is true.
I guess the question is like, but well, we definitely drank bird piss too, so that's nice.
I mean, all the hydrogen atoms on, or all the water molecules, whatever you want to say, that are on Earth are like being reused, so like, you're right about that one.
Then pollution, yeah, that's another thing. That's cringe.
Yes.
But I love what the person in chat said about the so what is the X factor that gives us life? What is the living essence in us? And that's a very good question, and I'm trying to think of an answer, but I don't think there is an answer for it, because there isn't really anything. He just said, now and then the question of why we are here, for like there has to be a reason. I think we figure out that reason. There's no like set like there's no just magician in the universe say like he's born to piss on this person and to make the invention of a car. I think it's just we figure out what that reason is, or maybe there is a set reason and that kind of thing. I don't know. Obviously I don't know. No one knows. But I definitely do think that we figure out the reason as life goes on, and once we figure things out, and it's very complicated. Life is, and when I say that to people, I think they mean in terms of just like problems that we don't have a solution yet in our lives, like maybe like whatever it could be, like relationship or whatever. But when I say that, I mean I refer to just everything in life, not just the problems that we face with no solutions yet, because eventually we'll find those solutions as we live. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's made me, Chuck, and Xbox, me, Chuck, and Sal, my bad, have been carrying this conversation for the last hour, I'd say, so,
because we like these deep conversations. Yeah.
Dude, I think Perk is just not here right now. I don't think he's been here for the past.
Yeah, he fell asleep again.
He fell asleep.
And, well, with that, Zombie X, I feel like that's kind of just your perception of life, and it's just how you see it and that kind of thing. But so yeah, so imagine you go to the center of the Earth and there's a whole other world down there, just like Journey to the Center of the Earth. The movie or the book.
Kong versus Godzilla up in here.
That too, but I'm talking more like Journey to the Center of the Earth. Where there's a whole another way of life down there. Like obviously like not humans, but like I think in that story the writer like of the book like he said that's where some dinosaurs went actually. So not all dinosaurs went extinct. I read the book of it. It's been so long. I read it in like 6th grade, but
Poor Double Danger. His sleep paralysis demon is gonna get him. Because we're talking about all this and what Zombie said, you know. Honestly, I agree with Zombie X because we both have the same perception, you know.
Yeah, the both. Yeah, and that's totally fine. You know, it's like a good way to look at it too. It's not anything wrong.
Revived gamer with a Y.
Also,
Low Y.
I don't know if y'all believe in this Illuminati bull crap or whatever, but like if you see artists today like Lil Uzi Vert and all those devil worshipping mother duckers, Marilyn Manson, dude, it shows a clear sign, man, and it's scary. Plus, they get famous like instantly. Like, there's this one other TikToker, like Bella Porch. She was like nobody months ago, and now she's a somebody like that. And her like new song, I don't know, bro. It's kind of interesting.
No, it's because she's a TikTok star. That's why.
There's still a lot
I think
of things
there's
that.
a lot of things in that, but yeah, I'm gonna be completely straight up with you. I'd sell my soul to the devil.
Down.
No, I say that, but then he shows up in my room looking all fucking scary and shit.
He's
Dude, I'm
like,
like,
"You
fuck.
want
He's like, you have to tattoo my symbol on your arm. I'm like, oh my god, get out! I'd be begging God, the Lord to help me, dude. And he'd be like, you did this to yourself. He'd be calling me a bunch of names and stuff. I'd be like, yeah, well, you're right.
I heard you're ready to make a deal, huh?
I mean, let's be honest, dude. If you were handed a book and the book literally had everything you want in life ever, dude, and I'm talking about literally everything.
But there's
you
something
want, or like whatever you want in life, or it's just anything, whatever, whatever it is. And he's like, all you have to do is sign this, and you get it. I mean, obviously you have to put in.
Wait, what do you mean by like just a form of text of something you want like that? That doesn't make sense to me.
It's like that's just putting it in the sense of an agreement, like a contract. Like if the devil gives you your fortune and the things you want in return, you give him your soul when you die. Is basically what I'm. But I'm simplifying it to put it in a way of a contract, just so it's easier to.
Mm-hmm.
But how do we know he might do that, dude? I actually watched a Twilight Zone episode, and that's how it happened. That's why I'm saying like that.
Zombie X, that would be interesting to think about, and that would hurt my brain to like even
the Twilight Zone is another
focus on those two bodies.
show.
You know what I mean? Like
mind-boggling.
Oh my
and a lot
God.
of things that happened in our show that was like considered a fear in reality, or that whatever you want to call it, is actually happened today. Like censorship and that kind of stuff. Like there was literally an episode about censorship. And about how people are controlling what you consume and read and stuff. And the fact that was like a fear in the 50s and it's happening now really shows, that stuff. But yeah, I mean, realistically though, I wouldn't actually make a deal. I'd make a deal with God, right? Because he will let me at Tampa. I work hard and bust my ass. Yeah, that's one. And like you can make a deal with him. It's like, listen, whatever. Because the devil will trick you, right? He just wants your soul. He doesn't care if you get your fortune.
Yeah, exactly. And plus all these like artists like Juice WRLD and whoever, like they died at an early age. They got what they wanted, but like
As soon as they got what they kind like, yeah, exactly what you said. Like, what if as soon as I get all the fortune I wanted, then there's no like, that's it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like once you get it, it's it. And there's no no points or no tells or anything onto how long you get to live. It's just you get the fortune you want, and that.
Yep. And like you were saying at the beginning of the podcast, can't be focusing on the materialistic things. It'll just not do you good.
In my perspective, it's not just that; it's also the people, wanting certain people, not to be shitbags, but that's different. Like I said, you can't control what people say, do. If they want to be in your life, they'll be in your life, dude. And that's it. It fucking sucks ass when they don't want, like, especially when you care about someone so much, but do that, they leave you and whatever, and it's just like you can't do anything about it. They made up their mind. You just have to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple. And I'm dealing with stuff of my own too. I said this earlier in the episode too, but I'm dealing and living through life and certain things, and it's hard not to get angry, and it's hard not to let that anger consume you sometimes. But yeah, what can we really do? You just gotta keep going, you gotta keep living. LIVIN.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
As much as you want that person in your life, as much as you want, but there's nothing you can do, and it sucks, but you can't let that stop you from living life.
Exactly.
Because what are you giving up once you do that? There's obviously someone out there waiting to meet someone as amazing as you are, or and that kind of thing, So,
mm-hmm.
You just gotta be patient in life too.
True. It's better to sit and be patient and have that energy than waste your energy chasing, and then once you finally get it, you're out of energy and you just got nothing left,
It all falls through, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Also, like how we talked about graduation at the beginning of the podcast, then Hitler, then history, science, and then, religion or whatever. I like this chain, this chain of events.
Dude, here's
we can go on for a while.
I'm gonna think of a life quote about everything, but life is not only complicated, but it also fucking sucks. Dino Dick.
What?
That's a new quote, dude.
Damn.
You should do what I do with the fleets. Put up those, quotes every day.
Dude, I gotta say though, those fleets are actually awesome.
Dunka. Well, I can't be taking credit. All the credit goes to Mufti Mank and all those people.
Yeah.
I just posted.
You're still sharing the word out though, so you're still doing your part of sharing the wisdom and the positive energy. One thing though that I don't get, dude, is I really try my best to put out good energy, right? Or whatever, the positive stuff. I really try to do that, but then it's like people say you put out and you get what you put out, or something like that. However it goes. But it's like with me, that's not always been entirely true with me. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. I'll figure it out. But we never know.
Yeah.
Life is too complicated. Life is a highway, and I wanna ride it all night long.
I can see Zaza becoming a singer, like a professional singer, up on flipping the big stage.
You know, I've thought about that though. Like becoming a performer for music and stuff, dude. I could rock that shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like the song I've been really getting into is Boston, More Than a Feeling. And I'm gonna read a lyric on why this is my song of the week. By the way, we could actually make this a segment each week too. My song of the week is Boston, More Than a Feeling. And I'm gonna read a lyric that I just really like, dude. And
Oh,
Where is it
Zombie
here?
X. Bro, I've seen a lot of those, sadly. Yep, I know it's messed up.
It's I'm close to it.
Very, very messed up.
I'll just go to this. For some reason, I fucking hate Google's shit because it never shows it. I hide in my music, forget the day, and dream of a girl I used to know. I closed my eyes and she slipped away.
Okay.
Actually, let me read the whole. Here, I'll just send the whole thing. So this is my song of the week, and here's the line that it would associate with the song that we can kind of discuss. When I'm tired and thinking cold, I hide my music, forget the day, and dream of the girl I used to know. I close my eyes and she slipped away. And she slipped away.
Okay.
So that has some very deep personal meaning to me that maybe I'll talk about in future episodes, but right now I'm just, but I'm sure it's pretty obvious based off.
Yeah, man. I don't go through this, like, girlfriend stuff. I know RJ has. So this to me has like little to no meaning since I'd never like experienced it, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, because like I barely have any friends.
And that's what's nice about doing these segments is because like it kind of shows, like, because obviously I don't think you dream of a girl that you used to know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still know the girl, but I don't like. I don't want to fucking. It pisses me off thinking about it. So, anyways, but yeah, music is for the soul, dude.
Yeah, where's that lyric from?
It's Boston, More Than a Feeling.
All right, here's my song of the week. Halfway There by Big Tom Rush, because I'm halfway through flipping school. Right here.
I'm halfway through. You're almost done with school.
Whatever. Still,
you're like more than
whatever, bro. Still, but here are the lyrics. If we never flew, we would never fall. If the world was ours, we would have it all. But the life we live isn't so simplistic. You just don't get what you want. And all throughout school, bro, that's exactly what I felt. I've always felt like, hey man, this is gonna happen. I'm gonna make sure this happens. I'm gonna make sure I get straight A's. I'm gonna make sure I ace the SAT, or like, by the way, I bombed the SAT hard, so I had to take it today. Don't even mention my score. But yeah, man, this year was just insane, and it's true. You don't know what you want.
And those lyrics kind of fit in with even with anything, with anyone really. It's not like a specific thing it's discussing. It's just talking about life, really.
Yeah,
which is very interesting. Also, what person in the chat said you'd be surprised how many people perform satanic rituals in the early days of our country. Yeah, literally, there's a lot. That not only that, but there's also cults too, dude, and it's just crazy. It's very crazy. Lucifer, dude.
And Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson. Yeah, Marilyn Manson, dude. He's a creepy, he's a scary dude.
He is.
When you're saying Marilyn, for some reason I was thinking of Marilyn Monroe. And
yes, Marilyn Monroe.
They're very close, but I was about to say a certain thing, and I made sure I looked it up just to be sure that It sounds like you're at a birthday party, but anyways.
Sorry.
You're all good, dude. But yeah, by the way, JT, I'll send you that song because I think you listen to it because it's very good. Anyways.
Yeah, I was not.
I had, yeah. Suck a balls. Anyways. So, yeah, dude, you know, there's a time and place with any type of music, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with classic rock, I feel like in that genre itself, there's always songs that you in situations you listen to and it helps. But you know, sometimes you just want to get away from that genre and listen to some other things about a certain topic, like example, Juice WRLD. You know, there's a time and place for that. There's a time and place for whatever. So music's music, you know, fills the soul up and yeah.
Yep. Anybody else want to share their song of the week?
I guess I can.
Go for it.
Anyone here know the song "Thinking About You" from Frank Ocean?
From who?
Frank Ocean.
No.
Zazu, no?
I know that is, yeah.
Yeah. I think this is probably my favorite verse from the entire thing. Probably my most listened to song this week, so it's the only reason why I put it.
That's the whole point of this segment, actually. So, yeah.
I don't have one song, or I don't have a song that has lyrics for this week.
Alright, we could take a listen.
But I don't know. It's 12 minutes.
Zazu. Oh,
12 minutes?
Just, if there's no lyrics, there's nothing.
12-minute song. Damn.
I mean, it can say what song it is, but I don't. If there's no lyrics, there's really
Fucking
nothing.
Leonardo da Vinci, fucking Beethoven the Third.
Okay, well, you are close. It is the Violin Sonata. Your first movie.
I hate you.
Dude, the song is so good.
Shut up.
Dude, I love listening to it. It's so good.
Oh yeah, by the way, my chair broke this week, dude.
Oh.
So I can't lean back properly, and every time I lean back, it's weird because my one arm, my left arm on the chair, kind of like broke, and it pisses me off, man, because now I can't lay back how I want, and if I do, I get too far from the mic. Like, it's just like I'm this far. I don't know how well you can hear me.
Dang, homie.
Yo, Zazu.
So, I'm pissed off about that. I'm pissed off about other things, man. The graduation, though, helped me just not get so affected by it, so that's nice. But
whenever I finally get back home, holy shit. The amount of shit that's happened in the past week, it's crazy. You probably imagine.
Literally. Yeah. I hope it's good stuff, though, and I hope...
It's good and bad, a lot has changed.
Just
Good,
don't be
I like
fucking
it.
shit up, bro.
COD points.
If I randomly leave, by the way, it's because we're going out.
Right.
Okay.
Just hanging out.
So, I also was given LED lights today,
It's so Cap. There's no way he has 1 million CP.
and I don't really know,
Cap, if he has 1 million CP, screenshot it and send it.
Bruh. Revive, do you have a song of the week?
Not really.
No?
Not really. No.
Alright. Also, do want to talk about what you said in the ZWC Discord. I'm gonna type.
I think that'll be for another day.
You don't want to talk about it right now?
No, I won't leave that to another day.
It's a really nice thing you said. Alright, we'll leave it for another day. Why not?
Slippery nipple.
But if you do go to the ZWC Discord, you'll see it.
So, Yeah, and there's a lot with this podcast that we've been kind of slacking on too, if we're honest. But life takes a toll, you know, and hence the title too. Welcome to life. Yeah. So once we get everything situated and once we're not so busy, we're gonna definitely get these up these episodes up on all platforms and yeah. So that's the goal with that. And
Yes.
I just realized how many hot Cheetos I ate earlier, and I'm gonna be shitting flames now.
Oh
so
my
that's too bad.
gosh.
I heard Cheetos. What's going on?
Did you sleep again?
Listen, man, I'm very exhausted.
This man finds our podcast boring.
Dang.
Dude, you missed out on a very good conversation, though. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah.
Well, I can listen to it. Listen, I'm very exhausted. I had to take care of my nephew right now. A couple minutes ago.
Got it.
No, but I heard your conversation, guys. Don't worry. I was just laying down and listening to it.
Yeah.
I really didn't want to interrupt. I would say, like, I don't know. I think the last thing I heard was black holes, whatever.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, we were getting pretty deep, dude. We said a lot of stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really want to interrupt. I really didn't have a say and or knowledge of a lot of things, so it was interesting just to listen to that.
Dude, I actually can't wait to read some books now because of just the things you're talking about. Kind of
reading
feeds
books.
into that stuff.
Who the fuck reads books?
Not me.
Hey, dude, it grows my balls 3 inches a day. So hey,
What the fuck?
why do you think I'm hung like a horse, dude?
Oh dearie me.
Also, a message to all the viewers: if you subscribe to the Random Ducks podcast, the YouTube channel, the first episode is up, so we're making progress, getting on track. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, no, yeah, we're getting up on that. So,
And then I'll have episode 2 up by tomorrow.
Yeah, and then I'll download episode 3.
All right, cool.
Oh, but yeah, sorry about that again, guys. I know I did it last week, but
It's all good.
it just happened.
I bet if I laid down while everyone when people were talking about that, I probably would have fell asleep too. Not because of the boringness, but I'm sure it's like relaxing in a sense.
Dude, it's weird. It's like ever since I got this chair, right? You just lay back and you just listen to things. You just pass the fuck out.
Imagine you wake up 10 hours later, we're still like talking.
Dude, I swear to God, I was watching freaking Die Hard, and I hear all these gunshots, and I'm just laying down on my chair. I passed the heck out. I'm like, dude, how do I pass the heck out to this movie? This movie is so good. It's a Christmas movie. Nah, man, dude, it's like some things are so interesting. Like, you just randomly pass out. Because I think your brain just can't handle the knowledge of it.
Which is why I pass on school.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about like with me in certain instances? Like I remember I was trying to remember these sequences, like this set of numbers, and I couldn't remember them at all. And I really spent my day thinking hard about it and trying a bunch of different things. And I go to sleep. I literally dream the exact set of numbers that I was like trying to remember. And I wake up and it was like it's weird. Like sometimes you just need to sleep, you know, for your brain to process and your brain to, you know, do what it needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
At least for me, that's how I am. I don't know.
You know, there's once in a while where I would just search up a random topic on YouTube because I'm interested in it. You know, let's just say time travel, right? I just search it up on YouTube. It could be like an hour video. I'm so interested in it, but I pass out, and I'm like, "Whoa, what did I learn last night?" You know.
Yeah.
But I never go back to the video. I don't know why. I never finish it. I feel like that's enough knowledge for me.
Yeah. I also like how the chat is very interactive here. And by the way, Zombie said this is a book I would recommend to each and every one of you, which is A Brief History in Time by the late Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking, we saw him in superhero movie.
Oh shit! Ow! Ow! Ow!
And then the Big Bang Theory show.
Mother.
By the way, that movie is the best movie I've ever seen in my life.
That could be the movie of the
it's
week.
the big time movie. That's the best movie, bro.
No, get the fuck.
No, dude, that movie was literally the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even kidding. That is the best movie.
Yo, speaking about the big time movie, I didn't realize that the what's it called? The spy's daughter was the original Dino Thunder Yellow Ranger. I just figured that out. I was like, what? She's a Power Ranger?
Go Power Ranger! I'm not.
That was crazy. I was like, dude, wait, James just kissed the yellow Dino Ranger? He's lucky.
Yeah.
But speaking about shows and movies, what is this Wednesday, boys? Loki.
Yeah, Loki.
Yes.
I can't wait to watch that show, man.
Oh, I'm so excited for Loki. And also, speaking about Marvel, I'm hoping we get that Spider-Man trailer this Thursday. I hope we get it. Because I really want to see this movie so badly. I know Zazu wants to see this movie so badly. Everyone wants to see this movie so badly.
I heard that there's some rumors about Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire. I don't know if that's relevant now, but I've still been hearing.
The thing is with those rumors is they're not confirmed, right? Obviously they're rumors. But the thing is everyone's saying yeah, these are rumors, but they're not gonna be in the movie. But I'm like, everything is pointing towards them being in the movie. You got the original Dr. Octopus from the Raimi movies back in the mix, and then apparently Electro from the Amazing Spider-Man. So you basically got two villains from the original movies and the Amazing Spider-Man being in the movie. So why won't they bring the original actors back? You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah. I'm very excited to see that movie.
Same.
Also, Zaza, remember to record your reaction.
Thank you, Zack Snyder. 300 by Zack Snyder.
Yeah, after you fucking troll me.
Yeah, one movie I saw from Zack Snyder was
I trolled him
Army
so
of the Undead,
hard.
and it's,
it looks so realistic.
Very nice director.
I was in a private
interesting
call with
director.
someone, and we were talking about things in life or whatever. And Perkins sends me this DM, and he's like, "Who? I don't even know why I even believed it, but I just did." He's like, "Holy shit, it's out!" And I see it, and I see it's the Spider-Man Homecoming thing. I'm like, "Holy shit!" And the person in the call was like, "Pause our conversation 1 second. We gotta watch this." I open up OBS, get it ready to record. Then I click record. I'm like, "All right, let's watch this." Then I click play, and it does its trailer thing, and I see Andrew Garfield Spider-Man in the one shot. I'm like, okay, that's a bit weird, but whatever. Then it transitions into the actual clip thing. I'm like, no.
Dude, I'm just hoping this week is gonna be a good week for, Marvel stuff. Even Tom Holland came out to say thank you for all the birthday wishes and stuff, and he said he's hoping he can show some Spider-Man content soon. So soon usually means You know, it's like really close.
Mhm.
I'm very excited for that.
Everything's been feeling so slow though when it comes to like these movies. Just from the pandemic and stuff, everything's just been feeling so slow. But
Dude, you want to know this? You know how many Marvel movies we would have had already? We would have had Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. We would have had what's it called?
Black Widow.
We would have had Black Widow. We would have had the Eternals. We would have had Shang-Chi already. That's like 4 Marvel movies.
And wouldn't Spider-Man be next month too?
Yeah, Spider-Man would have been next month. Literally 1 month from now.
Mm-hmm. Which the only thing with that though is that it would be a different, like, the plot would have been different, wouldn't it have been?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And Terminator 2 by James
like
Cameron.
if their
If you haven't
original
watched
plan
Terminator 2
was to
Judgment
make it a
Day, you haven't
multiverse
moved.
movie.
Bro,
I'm assuming it was supposed to be the identity crisis type of thing.
Oh,
But apparently the identity crisis still plays a major role,
and see what
which
I can do.
hope so, because that was the biggest surprise in Far From Home. Like,
yeah.
Like that just caught me off guard. Dude, I wish I recorded my reaction. Like, dude,
Peter Parker.
Spider-Man's real name is Peter Parker. What the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
That was just that is literally one of the best like post-credit scenes ever in Marvel.
Very
And like
unexpected.
people say the MCU Spider-Man's the worst. I'm like, dude, they could do more stories with him. Like, it's possible. Like the multiverse story, you couldn't do it with just him. I feel like having Doctor Strange is a good idea because, you know, it just fits naturally. I know Spider in the Into the Spider-Verse film did it pretty well, but I feel like if they wanted to do it live action, this would have been the way to do it.
Perfect.
Would have I waited for one more movie? Maybe. I feel like, you know, give Spider-Man 3 the identity crisis storyline and then have Spider-Man 4 be the Spider-Verse. But I feel like everything so far is okay. You know, I'm okay with the Spider-Verse. Man. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Also, Zombie X is excited for Indiana Jones 5 this coming week. It's coming out. Or it's just filming this upcoming week, yeah.
I think it's starting to film this week. I'm not really... I never watched Indiana Jones, but like, from what I'm hearing is that like Indiana Jones 5 is not that good. Or it's like a bad idea. But I don't know. I don't know. That's what I hear from people's reactions.
You know what movie trilogies I've been watching?
What?
Like I started rewatching today is Back to the Future.
Okay.
I fucking that's been my favorite trilogy. Literally, I think, like, definitely top 3 for sure.
And that was
top 2 since like I was a kid.
Yeah, I think that was probably like the second or no, actually the third trilogy I probably watched in my second trilogy. The first trilogy was for me was Spider-Man and then Back to the Future. And then it was the Dark Knight trilogy. And then it was the X-Men trilogy.
I can't remember the order for me, but I know my favorite trilogies, at least top 2, is no order because I can't place them because they are like, but Back to the Future and the Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
So I have a confession to make about like movies and like
He doesn't.
what I remember. So I think with Terminator, I think I don't even know. I only watched one of the movies, and I don't think it was the first one. So I honestly don't know if that was a good idea.
Can I be honest too? I never watched a Terminator movie ever in my life.
Me neither.
I only watched one because it was on Netflix, and I knew people said it was a good good thing. So I just watched one. The one movie I saw wasn't bad, but I was really confused. I was like, "What the hell is going on?" I'm so confused.
If you saw Judgment Day, that was the best Terminator film. That's the only good one.
I'll tell you which one I watched. Hold on.
Yeah, it's
the
probably
Terminator from
Judgment Day.
1984 is
If
free
not,
and
then
watchable on
you
YouTube.
watch the
Also,
shitty
I'm gonna
version.
tell you where to find Judgment Day.
I watched.
I'll
which
go
one
search
did
up
I
on
watch?
Google. See where
And
I can
Zazu, I know that you didn't watch it, but like if you watch maybe the first one, but if you watch the Judgment Day one, I think you'll enjoy that one.
Do you know where I can
Wait,
watch
did they
Judgment
take it
Day?
off of
Like
Netflix?
Netflix, Hulu.
Yeah, Netflix took out a lot of things. I don't know
When
where
the
you
hell
can
did they
watch.
take it off? Because I remember watching it.
When did you watch it?
Hold on, I'll tell you which one I watched. I'm trying to remember which one I watched.
Yeah, so Perka, is Judgment Day on like Hulu,
Oh,
HBO
so
Max?
Perka, what was the one where there's like a kid or there's like I forgot what it was, but it was like a shop or something, and then it gets like shot up or something in the start of the movie, and I forgot which one that is. Which one is it?
Hold on.
Trying to see which one I watched.
I'm sure this website I have probably has all the Terminator movies for free. So,
I think you probably.
Which one I watched?
Not
but
sure.
I know. At least
one
from
of
what
the,
I've been told.
Perka, which one's the one where they get like at the end they get locked into the like place, like the bunker thing, and shit like explodes everywhere?
I don't remember that one.
You don't remember that? Which one did I watch?
Honestly, the ones that you should really care about is just Terminator 1, 2, and maybe Dark Fate, but it was meh.
Yeah, I know it started off very strong, but then over time it just got progressively worse. At least that's what I've been told.
Well, yeah, literally the one that came out in 2019. The one that came out in 2019 is basically the continuation of the second movie because the third and the rest were trash.
I think it might have been the third one I watched then.
Yeah, that's a yikes.
I'm trying to figure out which one I watched. Or wait, it might have been the fourth one actually. Let me see.
John Connor.
I think it was the fourth one. Wait a minute, let me see.
Yikes. That's a major yikes.
Wait, was it?
The perception of Indiana Jones is really up to interpretation, being that it
There was a fourth or the third
fandom
one, I'm
is
pretty
split
sure.
down the middle with the
Whichever one was on Netflix. I don't know which one was on Netflix, but I remember watching
All right.
one on Netflix.
So then I guess
But yeah, I've never seen a single Terminator movie either.
okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Perk has been hearing all the
I don't blame you.
people who aren't excited.
The Terminator series really, like, back then, it lasted
That's right.
until the second movie. Then the rest were just terrible. And then Dark Fate tried to be... It was made by the same guy who made Terminator 2. Or the first two movies. That's why they were good. He came back to do Dark Fate, and it was meh. It was kind of meh. It wasn't that mind-blowing, whatever.
So I seen on Netflix. I think the one you've seen is Genesis.
Yeah.
At least that's what Netflix like had on there recently.
Genesis. Yeah, that was terrible. That was the worst one.
People also ask, was Terminator Genesis a flop? Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's really. Oh wait, Revive. What were you saying about movies again? Or did you already talked about it?
Well, that's like one part of it I just talked about, but like, it's kind of weird because a lot of the times when people talk about movies, I kind of feel like not left out, but because I just I don't know why I never grew up watching a lot of movies before. Like, I just wasn't something I did.
1991,
I don't know. I think it was mostly because I didn't like going to the movie theaters because it's just not my type of thing.
Alright, I got you, my homie.
I think that's why I never watched a lot of movies until recently with like Netflix and Hulu and stuff. Then I started to watch a little bit more, but there's already like it's already so many movies where like I can't just possibly watch them all. And sometimes people talk about like famous movie IPs, and I just have no idea what any of them are because like I never grew up watching that or never really even had an idea where to watch that until recently. So it's kind of like interesting how that worked, you know. It's just for me, like I never wasn't like a movie person, so it's kind of interesting to see like everyone talk about stuff and try to like go back and look at them, even if I didn't hear about them before. It's cool to like, you know.
You say about how you didn't really like theaters and stuff. You went, you just weren't that type of person to be like on a very out sociable kind of like place, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I used to well once in a while, but not like I wasn't a guy where I just go watch all these movies. Like I just wasn't that. Like I didn't like that to do that.
I only watched the ones I was interested in or ones that seemed interesting to me.
Yeah, like I wouldn't go out to like just go to the movie. Like I would have to like someone would basically have to drag me there because like I remember the only time I go to the movies, people just drag me there because I'm like okay whatever. But it's not that I don't like. It's not that I don't like movies. It's just I kind of like just the idea of just I like I know this is gonna be weird, but I like watching things on my own, or if I watch them with other people, I don't really like to watch with a bunch of strangers. I just don't like. I don't know. I personally never found the facade in like going to the movie theaters. I understand it's like a cool experience, but and like with seeing other people's reactions and stuff, but to me, I like to watch it at home because one with movies that I can't really watch twice or go back to look at things and actually look at small details, not being able to do that and like it's just like it's like something that always bothered me when you know movies like on Netflix. That's why on Netflix I always used to watch movies on there because I can just go back and look at small details that I want to look at or you know try to connect dots that I may not be able to do without having to go to the movie theaters 3-4 times. It's like it's never been something I've been a fan of. But I understand why other people are like it because it's definitely personal preference. But yeah, that's just my thought about the movie theaters and just like movies where I didn't really grow up watching because like I didn't watch the Back to the Future movies until literally Zazu showed me them and watched all three of them with me. I think it was Zazu. It was someone that watched all three of them with me. I forgot who it was, but I watched.
Yeah, that was probably me.
So I was the first time I ever watched those movies because I just never got the chance to watch them, but yeah, that's just my experience with some of the movies, and it's cool. It's definitely cool to see some of the new ones and being able to watch them with friends, on Discord and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's my just little rant about that. That's about it.
I can feel the same thing with like me and then the Z lads when we were watching Maze Runner. Definitely a lot better with the Z lads, compared to like theater.
Yeah.
Well, when I go to the theater, I don't go alone. I go with friends.
Yeah, people go with friends.
I got no friends, so I never have that feeling.
Yeah, same. I got
Yeah. Well, then, in your guys' case, I can. I understand.
Y'all are the only ones.
Nah, but I understand why people like the movie theaters. I know Caleb loves the movie theaters because it's especially if you have like a lot of people to go with and it's fun. And then yeah, it's just like it's weird because like sometimes I kind of wish that I did things a different way and tried to like grow up a different way, but I obviously can't change that now. But it's like it's kind of like what makes you yourself is the things that you grew up on and how that kind of defines you and what do you do and stuff and then in the future you can change that, but it takes a lot of tries and a lot of differences to continue that and change with that type of stuff.
All I gotta say is do not have a first date on a movie theater.
Oh,
I've
okay,
never
well,
done. I never done that, but I
Uh-huh.
just don't do it because
Yeah.
it's
He
just
didn't
don't
direct
fucking
Dark
do it.
Fate. James
don't
Cameron
fucking do it.
produced Dark
You
Fate.
just
It's
go on a
directed by
nice
Tim
dinner,
Miller.
dude, and talk with. Because when
Okay,
you're watching
gotcha.
a movie, you don't get to
Thanks for the
talk with
heads
the
up.
person you're on a date with. You know, it might not be bad as like later on the line when it's a movie you want to see, or maybe she both want to see, or her, whatever, or whatever. But like on the first few dates, definitely don't go to a theater because that takes away from the whole point of the date. So that's my advice to Xbox and
Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
Xbox.
Yeah, totally.
Oh well, dude, you just gotta have patience, man.
I guess we shall see.
But also be prepared to deal with a lot of pain too.
I will learn from that pain and grow.
Well, I mean, you sure definitely do. So that's. My chair really bugs me how it's broken, man. Fuck
If I had to
this
recommend a
shit.
movie, it would be
Bro,
Halloween.
my chair, my chair broke.
Alright.
When my first chair broke, it was so goddamn annoying.
I think I've seen
Not being able to go back without
the
fucking
recent
falling
Halloween
flat on my
movies.
fucking face,
No.
dude. Like flat down. Dude, it was fucking so annoying, dude. It was so annoying. And I just could not.
Sorry, I was pushing it back in.
What?
I'm like Peter Parker during the train scene, dude.
Dude, that shit. Oh my
Haram.
god. But
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
fucking screw it back in, dude. Fuck it. I'll do it
literally,
tomorrow.
You know,
But-
if you close your eyes and just think about what Zaza just said, can be taken out of context. Just saying.
yeah. Viewers that are just chilling, just be wary of that. But our listeners, but yeah, I think something I wanted to talk about today, just like one thing that I kind of think is a good idea, a good thing to go over, or a good thing to look at is like sometimes when you like go over things that you might want to do, it's like in life and you want to plan to do it. It's like I don't know, like basically what I'm trying to say is like when you don't how do I put this, like if you want to plan something out and you want to continue with that and do something new that you haven't done before, or do something where it takes a lot of time or a lot of not, I would say just a lot of focus, and you don't really know how to go at it. It's something that I kind of want to do, where I want to like kind of expand a little bit and do more with myself, because I know I can do more, but it's just hard to find how to do more than what I've been doing. And I kind of want to like get to it where I can start doing more things and being able to expand myself and actually get to doing things that I might do like to want to enjoy or might want to get started on. And one thing I was thinking of is like things that I may have regretted in the past not to do or not to actually experience, like how I can look forward and try to experience those things. And that's in that light.
Okay.
But yeah.
Make friends.
Well, not even as simple as make friends, but like I'll just say this, like one thing that I really want to do, and it's like I really haven't done a lot of the thing where you go to people's friends' houses or do things like that. I've only done that like maybe a couple of times. But something that I kind of realized today is that one day I really do want to meet people that I may not ever have met before without the internet or without, here, because I know people that I've met through there that literally, as of today, they met each other in real life and got to hang out, and people that I knew. And it's like, it feels so like unreal that even happens. And kind of just shows to me that I kind of want to get in something like that, where I want to meet new people. I want to meet people that maybe I've known for a while, but haven't gotten to see, and do things that I might not have done with people that I haven't talked to for months and months and months without. Because I feel like to a certain extent, some people you kind of already know, even if you don't exactly know who they are, but a part of them, a piece of them, and it kind of creates an easier way to hang out and have fun. And that's something I kind of want to do in the future, even if it's not soon. It could be in a distant or near distant future of things. just wanted to, kind of, try something out where it might be fun, but it also might be something that could help and kind of create new things to do and new things that I might enjoy or might want to do, But that's what I've been thinking about today, personally. Just not wanting like things that I might have regret in the past. I don't want to regret in the future, and I want to do the things that I might not be able to do right now, but I could do in the future, and actually not regret not doing those things, if that makes sense.
Yeah. In a couple months, you'll be going to college.
Remember to not.
That is true. That is very true.
Yeah. So yeah, when you go to college, it's a fresh start.
It is a fresh start.
Over the summer, you can learn a lot of things and use that to your advantage.
Yeah, you're right.
All of them, don't curse them out, okay?
Impossible challenge right there, Chuck.
To be honest, I don't think I've ever actually cursed someone out. Like I'm being serious. Like, I'm like, okay, you guys might understand this one, but I literally don't think I've ever said if I'm in public or even talking to friends, I don't think I've ever actually cursed out someone, which is weird to say.
I can believe that.
But I don't think you guys will believe that. I don't think you guys will because it's hard.
I've seen your true like.
No, I believe that, dude, because like you like people listening and stuff, they don't exactly know like what we did before we started this too, but like you just put on a persona to entertain people. Like that's not who you are as a person, you know what I mean? So I don't like it. Like when you said it was just funny to me because like I don't know, but I definitely
honestly, dude, it's like some parts of what I've done and stuff that I've do and now it's like a part of that will always be with me, and that's why I'm happy. But like it's also like not everything that I do or say is stuff that I would actually do or say, like that's probably for a lot of people that they wouldn't like the stuff that they do or say in a certain thing is not going to carry over. But I think that a lot of me, like it's been like a nice, like, I guess you could say like different side of it, hopefully that helps me in the future with just trying to, like push forward and not like, not get stuck in a certain way. But yeah, I think it's just funny because like I literally try to think of things I've done that I've cursed someone out, like just pissed off at them, just went off on them. Like I can't even think because that's not really what I like the kind of person I am, because I'm not really someone that would just go fucking curse someone the fuck out if they're just like looking at me or something like that. I've never been that type of person, but
someone looks at you, what the fuck are you looking at?
Dude, exactly. Dude, and that's the funny part, dude, is like sometimes places that you never knew you can develop something that you otherwise never would, and it's kind of interesting to see how that works. But that's fucking funny though. It's just funny to me. Oh fucking hell. But yeah.
For the next 2 weeks.
What did you say, Chad?
I'm stoked for the next 2 weeks.
Oh yes.
So I put a rope around the broken part of the chair and tied it on, so it's good for now.
Let's go. Hopefully,
I'm definitely screwing it in tomorrow. I can fix it. It's not a hard fix. It's just I haven't got around to it yet, type of deal.
Mm-hmm. Imagine you just hear.
Yeah, you just hear. Oh, you just hear my back. Oh, my back. Oh, my back.
My back. Never mind.
So, something I just seen right now is life is better when you're laughing.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I like laughing at Xbox at his stupid face.
Yeah, thank you. Especially my big fat Arab nose that I'm very insecure about.
Hey,
your nose is beautiful, dude.
Bro, it's a shotgun. If I sneeze, you're dead.
Holy shit.
Double barrel,
you know what's sad about that comment, though? Is someone probably said that to him in school.
You're right.
Dude, imagine you just sneeze just right now, you just see the fucking bullet hole in the fucking webcam.
It traveled through high velocities, dude. It fucking ricochets off the wall through his fucking green screen. Crashed his brother's fucking iPhone on the ground.
Dude, imagine at his wedding, he's about to kiss his wife, but he sneezes, and dude, he just blows her head off.
No.
Oh my god.
Actually, that'd be a good thing, because arranged marriage, F that, bro.
Exactly. You didn't like her in the first place. Come on, Mia Khalifa, am I right? Or Belle Delphine?
Yeah.
Maybe even both.
Mm.
We're not gonna go down this rabbit hole again.
Oh yeah, from last time.
Hey, listen, it wasn't me. Alright?
It wasn't.
I don't drag it. I just mentioned it.
Okay.
I blame Xbox for dragging it.
Eh. Bro moment.
Blowing out candles on birthday cakes result in roughly 3,000 bacteria capable of forming colonies on the cake.
Adam?
Baby Xbox.
Oh yeah, did y'all see that picture of me? Of like me as a little guy.
Yeah. Look at the little
Little Xbox.
yeah.
You and your brother look exactly the same. Your little one.
This kid looks like he wants to kill someone. Look at
I
his
don't know
eye.
what I was doing.
They do look similar, and I can show proof.
You can go for it.
No, I'm just kidding. I've never posted that picture. I deleted it actually, so never mind.
Oh, okay.
Literally.
If you look in Xbox's vlog in Chicago, you can see them.
Yeah. Oh, you actually watched the vlog. Hey.
I
Yeah.
forgot he posted that. I remember when he posted that. I just forgot about it.
Oh, dude, that was fun.
Did you enjoy Chicago when you went?
It was cold, but besides that, yeah, it was good. Also, we saw like
It was
a
cool.
gang marching down the streets, which was like, interesting. Chicago is very, known for its dangerous.
Al Capone, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but the gang
If
was
I
like
was
far
able to
away.
go back to the 19, if I could go back to the 1920s, I would, and I'd join the fucking mobsters.
Why?
Yeah, just because, dude.
You just want to fucking kill people, don't you?
Well, here's the thing, dude. Is I'm already a bad guy in people's stories, dude. So why not just, take the fucking high roads and live how I want anyway?
I like the way
you want to be the villain in everyone's story.
What?
You want to be the villain in everyone's story, Mr. Zazu.
I mean, I might as well be at this point, dude.
Man is gonna make a time machine and he's gonna meet all of us and he's gonna be the villain. He's gonna be like the bully in our class.
And I'm like, hey, Sal! He'd be like, yeah, what's up, man? And I would like pretend to be his friend or whatever. Then walk down the hallway talking, I'll show him in the locker, I'm like, fuck you! He's just beating the shit out of him.
Dude, and like, since you
I'm
know
just kidding.
everything about Xbox, you can make fun of him. Like, you have to marry some arranged marriage. Like, how does he know?
Oh my gosh. That's the guy who did the 100 sub special Fortnite dances in real life.
And I would say, and I'd literally go on the loudspeaker and be like, everyone, and say his name. Be like, has a YouTube channel, too bad for Xbox. So now everyone will be asking him about it. But also, then I'll be there, and, unfortunately, and they're like, dude, I'll call his mom, tell him that he bullied me and this and that and the other, fabricate some lies and proof. Then he goes home and gets the sandal, dude.
Oh shit.
And he's grounded and he has to delete his Too Bad for Xbox channel.
And he will never exist. And that means some of us would have never met.
Exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Bro, legit, this ain't a lie. In 9th grade, during my study hall period, these two people knew I had a YouTube channel because I told one of my teachers or whatever. They looked at my YouTube channel. They scrolled until they saw my 100 sub special, which is me doing Fortnite dances, and they spread it across the entire study hall period. And that's where my reputation just went down into the drain.
What did I just come back to?
Oh, so Chuck, I was telling these guys that during my study hall period back in 9th grade, two guys heard about my YouTube channel because I told one of my teachers in like 3rd period, whatever, right? So they scrolled down till they saw my 100 sub special where I was doing Fortnite dances in real life, and they were showing it across the entire study hall period, and everybody saw it. And that's where my reputation just went down the drain more than it already is. Yeah.
Imagine.
I remember this one kid that figured it out and he's like, bro, I'm gonna tell so and so. I'm like, if you fucking do, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass, you son of a bitch. And he didn't.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, I mean, now it doesn't even matter, but, you know, at the time it did. But, you know, it's all good.
Deary me, Sazu. You were pretty violent.
No, man, I wasn't actually like that, but...
Maybe I killed a couple people back in the day, but that's nothing.
See, here's the thing, dude. When you're dealing with douchebags, dude, you really gotta put your fucking foot down, dude, because you can't let
that is
them
fucking
do
facts.
Like,
Yeah.
if he's being a douchebag to me, dude, I'm gonna be even more of a douchebag, dude, to the point where I'm actually like, fucking, I'll melt you to the fucking ground.
Or you could empathize and realize that he's hurt and he's hurt people, meaning that
Nah.
And I
whatever
could
he's
empathize
insecure
that
about
his
is wrong.
childhood was shitty, and his parents didn't raise him right, and I could really say that, but you know. But here's the thing, dude. It doesn't fucking matter, because you should act right in front of anyone. It doesn't fucking matter, dude, because you should know. You know better not to be fucking treating people like shit, even no matter where you came from.
I mean,
Facts.
maybe they weren't taught that. Maybe they weren't taught to, like, you know...
Then they're fucking
understand.
stupid, dude, because they go to public schools, dude. They learn the education, they learn the facts of life from fucking kindergarten, dude. If you're gonna tell me you don't know the golden rule of life, dude, then it's like, what are you doing, dude? You too busy fucking putting your thumb up your ass or something?
Oh my god.
You too busy fucking sniffing fucking shit, dog shit in the grass or something? Like, what's going on, dude? You gonna tell me, dude? You don't know the golden fucking rule? Treat people like you want to be fucking treated. Maybe he wants to be treated like shit, dude, because he's so used to it. That's the whole
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. Dude, I remember the first time I punched someone because they were like treating my friends like shit. This was back in 5th grade. I don't know why. Like, when you know something's wrong and you stand up for it, you just do whatever you can to stop it. So like, I was just like in 5th grade, and you just punch him. I just punched him like that, and I'm like, what did I just do? But it made him shut up at least.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
I'm
that
like,
reminds
I
me.
like that.
yeah.
In 4th grade, something similar happened with me, where this guy was acting tough to my friends and stuff. And I'm like, because we live close to the elementary school, or what we used to, and he would walk, and we'd see him walk every day and stuff. So I knew he was gonna be walking home or whatever. And I told him, I'm like, when we're walking home, let's fight. So I can't remember how it exactly went down, like specifically, but I remember we went out there, and like I punched him. It was like, you know, this stupid elementary stuff. And then after that, it was just stupid. It was just fucking dumb.
Oh, dude,
But-
I just remembered. In I think it was 7th grade, maybe 6th. This guy was super annoying. He was new to the class. He was like the new kid, but he was super annoying, right? Like, it's okay, like, you're trying to get in with like friend groups that were already made and stuff, but like, dude, he was annoying, like very annoying. Like, it's like annoying to the point where, like, you know, he kind of like gets on your nerves, and then he tries to get in your like business and tries to say stuff. I'm like, dude, who even, like, this was like before who asked was even a joke, you know? Like, I don't remember asking. Imagine like that joke back in the day. That would have helped me in so many situations. But like, that wasn't a joke back in the day yet. So I go to the park, and then he just comes up to me, and I was like, can you just leave me alone? I'm not in the mood right now. And he just keeps on calling me names and shit. And like, I just turned around and just gave him a punch, and he just fell to the ground. And and let me remind you, he was like tall. He was like very taller than me, but I still managed to punch him. He fell to the ground and stuff. And the funny thing is that he walks away. He's like, "You punched like a bitch." I'm like, "What? I made you fall. You're walking away." Like, okay, dude. I swear to God, like people try to like bring you down even after you man up and you took them down. I think that's the best part. Like after doing that, is like you see the other person's like trying to like remain strong, but they're just leaving. I'm like, okay.
They're humiliated, but it's sad that people can't take the honorable defeat like that. It's like you lost, so just take it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's like I don't listen. I'm a person who's very nice. You guys know me, right? I'm very nice. If you need my help, I will be there. If you need my support, I'll be there. But like, if you get on my fucking nerves, I swear to God, I will fucking beat your ass.
Well, that's how I am. It's like I try to be like nice. I don't want to fight, but it's like if you're getting to the point, dude, where you're just getting into my bubble and you're I'm not gonna just let that happen. And like with the thing with Xbox, saying like, yeah, I do empathize with people that are like bullies and stuff. Like I tell them, like, listen, I know you don't have the greatest childhood, but you don't have to take that on other people. And it's like, but if they even keep doing that once they recognize how they're hurting other people the way they've been hurt, then it's just like you're just not like they got to know at some point, like in high school, you're at that age now where you know like how to treat people, Yeah, I find it that there's no excuse for people in that age range on high school to be treating others with lack of respect and as if they're higher than them.
Yeah. I'm happy that in my high school, there wasn't bullying. There was no hate speech going around. Someone bring someone down. I'm happy that I was able to live those 3 years in high school without dealing with any of that. Usually all the fights were over a girl. It was just funny. I'm like, dude, you're fighting over a girl. Like, come on. Like, seriously? Why you guys are fighting when she's the one who did the wrong? She's with two guys. You guys are
that and also why are you fighting to be with someone when it's only gonna last a week anyways?
Exactly.
Like everything fucking else.
Yeah, I'm like super glad like I never had to go in like full fight mode. Like, dude, like I always waited for that time where I had to fight. Like, I don't think you guys. I think I told you guys, but like I took Taekwondo. I'm a black belt, whatever. So like I never been able to really use those skills yet. Like I hope eventually one day it comes to use. But I'm glad it didn't have to be used during high school because like I would have probably got suspended. Like holy fuck. I just imagine myself spin kicking some guy's head and it just pops off for some reason.
I would like MMA and boxing. I still do every once in a while, but like when I was young, I really learned that stuff. Just because you kind of, to be honest, I feel like every kid should at least know at least the basic stuff of that, just so they can protect themselves when they get in a situation.
I know WWE moves. Does that count?
That's
definitely not.
No, those could work.
Flip a jet party.
The arcade.
That could work.
Yeah.
The arcade.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd just rather you will actually know some clinches.
Dude, I just imagine like you just act like you got knocked out by a punch, and then you just get up slowly and you just RKO him. Like, RKO. He gets fucking knocked out.
And then lift the leg up. 1, 2, 3.
3.
Ding ding ding.
Ding ding ding.
You know what? My a very thing I learned at a young age, which is very I'm sure you might know it, Perko, the Muay Thai clinch, where you like you clinch. You basically like grab the you grab the back of the person's neck. You, like put it in like a clinch thing, and you can like move them around however you want.
Oh
and
yeah,
you need the fuck out of them on their face, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the best way to go.
See, I literally learned how to get out of that, like so many different clinches. Like, dude, there were on Saturdays, there was this instructor that I don't think we called him sensei. I think we called him master. But like, I'll just say sensei because I think that's the right term for it. He hired someone, and this guy was like insane. Like he had like higher tier skills. Like it's insane. So he was teaching us how to like defend like way better, and then he was teaching us like these insane kicks, and he was teaching us like real world like fighting and shit. Like this was what will happen if you were fighting in a street fight. So he like grabbed my fucking neck, bro, and I could not get out. Like, dude, like the elbow around the neck, right? He's like that, and you're trying to get out. Like, holy fuck, the way he taught you how to get out of that shit was insane. I'm like, dude, that's insane. It works. But
yeah, the elbow around the neck thing, like that one, that's like a definite one you should probably learn, because that's like always like a first thing people seem to try to do.
And you also like, dude, I'm sad that I didn't get to learn this, but like we didn't get to learn how to, sense around us. You only focus on one person, but like, what if you're fighting 5 against 1? Right? We never learned how to sense someone coming behind us. That was the sad part about that. So far, I only know how to fight with one person, but if like someone else, I'd probably get hit in the back because I didn't learn, senses. Probably in the future, I want to learn, I don't know, maybe MMA, maybe some different type of karate or something. Because I really want to like have like a lot of defense in my life, Like having that defense, bro. Like it's insane. Like you could see all these movies, and you're like, yeah, this is like plot armor and shit. But it's like once you do it and like it actually happens, it actually comes so handy, Like once you're in like a tournament. Like, dude, you're gonna be doing all that shit. You're gonna be blocking. You're gonna be doing that. You're gonna do spin kicks. You're gonna try to, do whatever. It's like, dude, it's insane.
Oh man.
Yeah. And do you get into any of that stuff, Chuck?
Well, I know how to stop people to breathe, and I know their pressure points.
Oh shit.
Well, there you go. What about you, Revive? I mean, Revive just fucking scares them off. I'm like, grab the I'll fucking be grab my
You give Revive a pickle, and then he's like, energize! He just punches the guy and knocks him out.
He just goes fucking Super Saiyan, just. But yeah, it's absolutely
man.
Okay, dude.
Looks like I'm about to break the law.
Those listening, so I'll put into this group chat. There's a meme. That's what I'm going to say. So, anyways.
Sorry, Chuck. That picture of that girl turned me on. I mean, what? Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Did I just hear "turned me on" from Mr. Xbox?
Nothing, bro.
You don't even beat off, dude. Do you?
No.
He probably does. He doesn't tell us.
You say it like it's a bad thing, dude. You don't like to release the.
Apparently, it's haram.
Very haram. Oh,
So
who's that girl, Chuck?
So it's for to release the nice little
pressure,
things.
the stress.
Yeah.
Sure.
To have the chemicals go in your brain, dude, and you feel so good.
Yes.
Clint Stevens is alive.
Oh man, dude. Dude, I wonder, imagine just sitting down, opening up this episode of the podcast and go to the Zen section, and you're just older, you have a kid, and you just watch this with him. Your kid is probably gonna be like, "What the fuck, Dad?"
They'll think I'm a messed up human being.
Well, see, the thing is, man, is it's just the way of life,
Mm-hmm.
And like, son, listen, you're gonna fall in love with women, or maybe a male, whatever you want, because maybe in the future everyone will be more free. Right now it's free, but it's not. It's very limited.
I'll
but
force my
you're
kid to stay straight.
What?
I'll allow him to be gay.
Oh, dude, that's gonna suck.
That's the thing, man. With a lot of people nowadays, don't realize like the culture and stuff too. It's like you can respect and still appreciate that that kind of thing, but like when it comes to like for example, like Sal's religion, yeah, that's just his belief, his personal beliefs too, which is
okay. Honestly, that sounded like very,
Well, I'm just saying like, I'm just not even that. I'm just saying like, we all have our own beliefs in life and that kind of thing, which although that belief could be considered outdated depending on how you look at it or whatever, but
if
I'm not here to say what's right or wrong. I'm not here to say anything. I'm just saying like, a lot of things I see nowadays is it's like a one-sided thing. People don't like to try to understand other aspects to a situation. But that's something I've been really seeing so much these past few months of my life, is that it's unfortunate.
I want to say one thing, and no disrespect, but I believe like every like religion, belief, whatever right now is very outdated. It is very outdated because it's way too focused like in the past where like those were like the main things, So like right now everything there's so much more right now. There's gonna be more in the future probably. I don't know. Maybe it's fucking gay to be with a fucking alien from another planet maybe. So you know what I mean. So like everything's outdated. You could be free, do whatever right now. Like shouldn't be strict.
Man, all of a sudden I just got this urge. I just want to have sex with a girl right now.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Alright, we've been live for 3 hours. Should we stop there before Zaza goes on a whole rampage?
Actually, I do want to say one thing.
Yes.
I'm fucking 20 and still a virgin. I'm pissed off.
Damn.
Why is that a bad thing?
You just wait for the right one, dude. That's all it is.
No.
Kirka, just say you're focusing on your work, dude. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Focusing on my
focusing on your duty.
You're focusing on yourself, man. It's not a bad thing, dog.
It's not, and it's not bad waiting for the right person. But here's the thing, dude. It's like once you do it, oh my god, man. I'm just saying the feeling is. Anyways, yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute. No, get off!
Get off! Don't make me die!
You end up a fucking parent. There you go. That's fucking life for you boys. Make sure you choose the fucking right one, and that's where we're gonna end the fucking podcast from here.
We just made someone crash their car at the end with that voice acting.
No. Imagine that someone was listening to this while they were having fucking sex, and then the girl just stays on top by accident because she was laughing at the pocket, and the guy was
Dude,
like,
if someone decided, listen, if someone decided to put on this podcast during that, then well, you might need a sanity check. But that's aside from the point, man.
No, I'll put it on this very episode next time, dude. I'm not kidding, bro. I'm doing it. You're like, what the fuck what the fuck is that?
what the fuck?
She's like, what the fuck is that? Like, just listen. And just
and then Zaz is like, oh wait, get out! And she's like, no, this episode is really good.
She's laughing. She starts laughing like, then that right after, you're like, imagine if we make someone laugh and they stand up.
They fucking become a parent after watching this episode. Let us know in the comments.
Next episode, I'm just like, yeah, guys, so, I'm gonna be a dad.
Oh my god. What?
We should probably end this before we get in some more trouble with some people, and people do things that they should not do during a podcast like
this.
Here's
the thing, dude. Everyone listening to this, play this very episode when you do it with a girl, dude. Do it. Then, while you're doing it, send us a clip on Twitter. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, well,
wait.
I think that might be a little bit illegal, I'm pretty sure, in some states, so that might...
No. Back it up. Just show us a picture of on your TV. You don't have to show us anything else. Just
what about the fucking reflection off the TV? You could probably see some fucking
right now, whatever comes out of Zazu's mouth does not reflect what me or my agencies say, or
it reflects me and my agencies, and do it. Fuck the reflection, dude. Who cares? Just take a picture of the TV and...
No. You know what they should just send? They should send you the pregnancy test. I got pregnant after watching the Random Phux podcast. Let's go.
Jesus Christ. Oh my
So far we have different life occurrences when someone watches the podcast. One is the car crash, and then now it's someone getting pregnant. What's the next thing?
So each episode, someone crashes their car and someone gets pregnant, dude.
Oh shit.
Okay, speaking of pregnancies, right? So I have an idea. I want to say something. I want to say a topic that I want to actually start next week, and we can pick up our discussion. I think that might be a good idea to do. We stop a discussion and we can pick it up next week. One thing I want to talk about next week, this is very random, but I want to talk about commercials and the type of commercials and the weird ass commercials I've seen.
Pregnancy.
It's like the weird ass commercials.
Yeah, some commercials show like girls like Skittles commercials.
We're gonna go into that. You know what? I'm even gonna do. We should do a little bit of research and look at some really weird commercials, and maybe we can show.
And then we can show. Yeah, we'll do that.
I think that's a good idea. How you guys down for that?
Yeah.
We can talk about some weird ass commercials next week.
You know what commercials we should show them? All the CW ones about the fucking vaping and shit, where they have tea from a fucking episode.
No, that's what our jobs are, dude. We're gonna. If you guys have any commercials too you want to show us, you can always tweet us at the Random Phux. But I think that, dude. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're all gonna get some commercials that we think are just fucking weird, and we're gonna fucking show them, dude. And we're gonna talk about it.
So
I think that's a good way to end this.
Before anything else, I just want to say, Revive. The next time I do it, I'll nut in the girl just for you, dude.
Okay, that is just. I think I have to go place to end it. So thank you guys all for coming out.
And I'll also do it for Xbox, and I'll also do some other.
Okay, before Zod says anything other, Perk and Xbox, please start to wrap it up. Get everyone wrap up. Thank you guys for coming out.
I want to ask this last question, and we can end it.
Okay.
Who do you think is going to be the first parent out of us five here?
Either Chuck or Zazu. Straight up.
Yeah.
Because Chuck already got it planned. Like, he told us from last episode, he already got that planned.
He already has the name. Zazu.
He's a
player. And I just love beautiful women, and I just love doing it with them, dude. Dude, I'm telling you, dude.
Here's the thing. Listen, with Zazu, guys.
Before I say anything else, before you say anything, I'm just gonna say, there's pleasure, then there's pleasure, and one of the pleasures is making a girl orgasm, and the next pleasure is you orgasming. There you go.
I will say this one thing, when Zazu has something on his mind, he goes full fucking force at it, and he does not stop, so probably Zazu. If not Zazu, then I'd be pretty fucking shocked, but that's all I'll say for this episode.
Yeah, dude, I'll have a kid, and she's like, I want to compare, we're having a fucking like it. You're gonna fucking like it. No, I'm just kidding. I won't be like that.
By episode
Yeah,
50, be a fucking child.
We should probably wrap this up before we get in trouble with some people that should not.
Dude, with the right person, dude, I wouldn't mind, dude. Because I already have stuff sorted out. I'll be good.
You just hear, what? And then Zuz is like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief, but we'll talk about that more. But I don't know about right now, dude. Maybe you gotta wait a sec. But
no, I know, I was joking. I'm definitely not having one right now. Okay, I'm doing it right now. I'm not having one right now. I don't want to have one right now. You want to know why, dude? Because I want to enjoy doing it with the girl. You know,
you want to enjoy life.
Pregnant, you gotta enjoy it, dude.
You can't just go into a relationship and do it ASAP. It's just not gonna fun.
No, listen, dude. Listen, well, it's green light on me, dude. It's depending on her. You know, maybe depending on the person and the situation, I might wait. But anyways, besides that, dude, I'm saying I wouldn't have a kid right now, for one, because if she gets pregnant, you can't do it. Right? So then you can't have the nice pleasure with her. Right? That's one thing. And second off, not exactly ready yet. At least I don't, you know, I want to be more, obviously, there's many reasons, like financially stable, whatever. But third off, I would like to do a bunch of sex with the girl before we have a children. That's all I'm saying.
What the fuck?
All right, I think that's a good place to end it. Please, for the love of God, quit this podcast. Please, I don't want to hold up. Please, no.
You know how River said, like, don't do it quick. Imagine he's the one that just does it quick by accident. He's like, fuck.
His very first time, dude. He was.
Okay, it's time to wrap it up. I think I might actually fucking blow my brains out. I actually blow my brains out. I might blow my fucking brains out.
Yeah, anyways.
Yeah,
so these episodes, you know, we're gonna try getting them up on all platforms as soon as possible. We're getting them up on our YouTube channel.
Yep.
So stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Maya said I'm gonna try pursuing this beautiful girl and do stuff with her. But anyways.
We will talk about some more stuff next week. Again, I want to talk about the commercial stuff, but thank you guys for watching this week. We're gonna we'll get caught up on the episodes on YouTube, and we'll be good from there on. We'll get these all up quickly so we can.
Paper and pussy always been the passion. Having like a fast and.
All right. Today. Goodbye, guys. Have
fun. Bye bye.
Peace out.
Hold on, guys. I just heard a car crash outside my house.